production. What's going on? What's going on? It's Sir Yeetus, and I am here for round two when it comes to the black pill. Because I feel that it is unfinished business. I feel that we didn't come to a common ground when it comes to the black pill philosophy. There was a lot of people coming at me after the live stream, not in a bad way, not in a bad way. They felt that I didn't truly understand and how you say know the overall knowledge or the overall philosophy of what the black pill truly is. And they were recommending me channels for me to look at or have people like TFM or what's his name? Waffle, something waffle, double waffle. What's his name? I forgot his name, but I'm pretty sure Rishi should be able to explain. I'm putting him in here right now. What's going on, Rishi?
I'm a dancer. That is what I am.
That is terrifying. Oh my god, what is this? Yo, hey, yo, pause. What is, bro? What is this,
It's
bro? No,
my dancing audition.
bro, that is Oh my, why are you ruining my childhood? What was that? What was that? I was not prepared for that at all. Oh,
uh,
close your eyes, chat. Close your eyes. Oh, like that is the wrong mushroom. I like to
uh,
dance. That's what I am.
I don't
uh,
define movement. Movement defines me.
uh, where was his name at? Hold up. He was right here. Hold up. Oh,
Wheat
it
waffles.
was Wheat Waffle. Thank you, Mayor. Always with the info. Yeah,
Another one is Coach Blackpill, but he calls himself CBP. Or yeah, CBP.
Culture Black Pill. Let me see.
Yeah.
CBP. Probably give me the wrong channel.
Let me check.
Is it called the CBP channel or?
Yeah, it's probably that.
Okay, let me see.
It
All
should
right.
have like Winter's coming. Why the OnlyFans porn crackdown means literally nothing.
Okay, I got wheat waffles. I saw TFM on the podcast that we joined
Mm,
yesterday.
I don't know if he's like black pill, but I feel
Uh
like he'd have some insights into it.
yeah, since we brought it up, I forgot his name. Town. I forgot what his name was. Uh
Drexel,
Drexel, sorry. I forgot. Town is the actual,
that's the podcast.
yes, podcast.
He's the mayor of MGTOWN. Kim is his secretary.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch them more often though. It was a good live stream yesterday. Um but he brought it up again when TFM came on, and it was a decent conversation. I liked it. I liked it. I'm like, you know what? Not bad. And the fact that more and more people are talking about Blackpill out of nowhere, interesting. So I'm not the only one.
Yep.
um, but yeah, I feel there's some unfinished business when it comes to coming to a common ground. Because there was a few people that weren't too happy with my or weren't satisfied with my perspective on the black pill. Um, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna let Rishi go first because I'm gonna Rishi. Do you still have the same stance from the
Yeah,
last live stream?
yeah, I still have the same stance because I'm not really for exactly the black pill's all bad or nah you should take the black pill all the way. Our stances are more nuanced than that. To me, like a guy, like some dude with like a face from the mask or something like that, some dude that's like on that level, yeah. He should probably, if he wants to get bitches, he probably should, get some plastic surgery. But here's the thing, that's not the majority of guys. The majority of guys are average looking. And they're being like, "Oh, I'm an incel. Oh, I can't get laid. Blah blah blah. And like, dude, go to the gym. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. Go to the gym, get your confidence up because the red pill can work for most guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with what you said. 100%. 100%, which is why I'm about to go in on my mini rant very soon. Um, Island Hermit, yeah, I know TFM is MGTOW, but people are saying still watch his topics on Blackpill because he had good insight on it. So that's why he was recommended to
Yeah,
me.
a lot of people say that like make that like he's like black pilled uh politically and all that stuff because he wants like
I
let
can
me
see
let me break it
Blackpill
down.
politically. I can see that.
He is looking to basically survive. He's not interested in changing the current system. You know
Right.
what I mean? He has more of the prepper mindset, I want to say.
Speaking of the prepper mindset, what's his name? The Prepared Mind. That's a good channel as well. You should go check that out.
Yeah, Ripvention. Oh
Yeah,
man.
R.I.P. man, R.I.P. I haven't really started watching him until 2018, unfortunately. But man, he is such a positive guy. He's one of the most positive MGTOWers out there that I know of. The only person that could compete is Hammerhand,
Yep.
and I'm sure both of them hanged out with each other a few times.
Yep.
But Vention went out on his own terms in the sense of,
He died a
he,
free man.
yeah, he died a free man. He accepted his fate, and he didn't even want a funeral, which I feel the same way. But let's see what happens to me. When I pass away, right?
Yep.
No, man, you gotta
I don't want to see you die.
trick
Eh.
trick question. I can't die. I'm a skeleton.
Yeah, that's true. We can revive you. It'd be like the feminist orcs. It'd be like in Shadow of Mordor, where like the feminist orcs kill Yeetus, and I'm like, no, Yeetus, and he's like, ha, 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 I killed your friend, and you're next, mushroom. And it's like, and you come up over the horizon, not on my watch. What? I just killed you. You can't kill what's already dead.
got you gotta make it sound all cheesy too. That's how the magic works. You gotta make it sound all corny.
Oh, yeah.
You can't kill what's already dead.
Oh.
Then you gotta have that shock face. Yes, I do
Head
have a limited
explodes.
response. uh, but give me a second. I have to go back. So I want to read the chat. I want the chat to participate today. Okay, I want max participation. Yes, I'm sounding like a optimistic teacher that doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. But whatever, it's my podcast. Yeah. Um, Island Hermit. I know I sent you a TFM video to watch. Yeah, TFM has a lot of videos about Blackpill. Yeah, yeah. You and other people say, "Hey, watch him, watch him." He'll give you a different perspective. Which he does have good perspective when it comes to Blackpill as a whole, but when it comes to dating, I don't know. Um, Vention saved me. I honor him. I honor him too, man. All the stuff that he's been going through, I didn't even know he had that type of situation. The cancer that he had until it started to get really bad at the last year of his life. Even then, very positive man, very positive. Even when he was in the hospital in his last few days, still positive. I hope I have the balls like him when it's my time to go, just to keep it real. Do. Hammerhand drove all the way to Vention's place to visit. Man, I've been feeling a road trip lately. I want to go on a road trip soon, very soon. Road trip.
Road trip.
Rishi says things are solvable with the red pill, but that doesn't work for that guest who cried on stream. What do you have to say about that, Rishi?
But yeah, but like he's like an actual. Well, I don't want to talk bad about him, but like it's like some guys are really in deep with it, and like they won't find peace as long as they need because you because I actually listened to what he was saying. He is desperate for like love and affection.
But when you give him that type of advice, it's on him to act upon it.
Yeah, we
Like
can't we
the
can't we can't go through, his trials and tribulations for him. It's unfortunate to say, but like you gotta go through the valley of shadow and death by yourself for the most part.
exactly like the old saying, you can take a horse to the lake or the river, but you can't make him drink the
Yeah.
water.
You know, I I don't say that with glee. Trust me, I don't say that with like, oh, I'm so right or I'm so smart. That's the unfortunate truth, and I hope that guy gets out. The other side.
Mr. Pliskett, I agree. Dating in general is dead. Whoa, the concept of dating is dead. Now there's a new way of dating, which is very, very casual.
Yep.
Do. Yeah, Liberation Y. I forgot what he passed away from. I really did. I really did. I only watched a few of his videos, but I was also informed around last year that he passed away. Which is why I'm trying to pump out as many videos as I can. So just in case I get mauled by a orangutan, my videos can be archived. Well, I hope somebody archived my videos.
All right, for all, listen.
Wait,
You all don't know this, but we talked to him outside the stream, and like there's definitely he's definitely dealing with stuff beyond dating everything. So that's all I'll say about that.
yeah, his situation I think is beyond the pills because the all the pills and stuff that you've been talking about, blue pill, red pill, purple pill, white pill, black pill, whatever. Those are just advice only. Those are just philosophies. It won't change a man's life unless you act upon those ideals.
Yeah.
But with his situation, it's way deeper than that, in my opinion.
All right. I feel like we talked about it too much. Ribby in
It's all good.
chat.
I'm good. Some things needs to be said. It needs to, we gotta keep it real. Um, Mandalore. I'm black pill, but I'm not nihilistic. What do you mean by that, Mandalore? What do you mean by that? You just take certain ideals?
It
It
comes
comes down
down.
to what you're willing to invest just to get laid. For me, the puniti nowadays not worth the squeeze. So are you?
Well, that doesn't make you black pill. I don't think.
Yeah, that doesn't make it black pill unless you give me another explanation. That
Might make you MGTOW, but like
yeah,
I don't
MGTOW,
know.
MGTOW yes, black pill no.
Might make you monk mode, but does that really make you black pill?
Yeah, at
I
the
don't know.
most monk mode, yes.
But then again, like we use all these like terms and terminology, and everyone has, I'm with Chronic. Everyone has their own like definitions of them. It's like black pills this, red pills that, blah blah blah.
But
And I'm like, at the end of the day,
there's always that core meaning
as long
that
as
never
you,
changes.
yeah, as long as you like you want to get up and you want to do what you want to do, you have goals that you strive to achieve. Like I don't have a problem with you.
No, not at all. Not at all. My issue, which I will explain in a bit, is when a man chooses to wallow in his despair, chooses to give up. I'll explain why soon. Mayor, literally on a man's deathbed, he's still dropping white pills for the brothers. Yes. Vention was literally laughing in the face of death. Literally. You know how Joker said in The Dark Knight, you truly know how a man is when he's about to die, or he thinks he's about to die?
Yep.
That's the type of man Vention was. He didn't give a fuck. He was truly free on his own terms. I hope to be at that point when my time comes once again. Chronic and Hammer saved my life. Yeah, man. You're probably looking at that single mom, huh? You're like, maybe she's the exception.
She's the one.
uh, Roger, hey, he's been around since I created this account. Actually, he's been around forever. Um, Black Pill is another extension of Red Pill, but more sexually reprieved. I think reprieved. Gold monk mode. Black Pill is another extension of Red Pill, but more sexually reprieved. I wouldn't say he's wrong. I just never heard somebody put it in that way. What would you say, Rishi? I never heard him say that. I never heard anybody say it in that manner before.
Yeah, I guess that could be true. But like, I guess it's true for like guys who like
Consider
are
themselves as
basically like
incel?
paraplegics, like actual incels.
Yeah.
But
Not,
like,
not that I hate women because they won't give me punisa. No, it's literally 0.001% chance that they'll get any type of
yeah,
play.
it's like when people say there's more than one gender and they use like the hermaphrodites as an example. Well, yeah, but it's like a percentage of a percentage. Like it's not relevant, like at all.
Did Ribby call me Yeetsy?
Yeetsy.
Really, Ribby? Rishi
Yeetsy.
gives some punitis. Punitsi. I can't even say it right today. Okay, he was just trying to rhyme. I was just about to say, like
Yeah,
what,
like
dog?
Ribby's trying to be like Dr. Seuss. He's got to release his book.
well,
Yeetsy gets the puniti.
well, at that point, he might as well release an album because that's pretty much how modern rappers rap these days.
Yeetsy with
Yeetsy,
the with the
Rishi,
bony feetsy.
Bony Fitzy.
Chronic.
Okay,
Oh, bro.
okay. Mandalore, he's back. As I've said it before, true Black Pill is about focusing on you and not seeking love from other people. Love yourself. Most Black Pill cannot love themselves even and give up. Well, true Black Pill is deprived of any type of meaning. Like, what's the point? That's when there won't be any self love at that point. I looked up the definition from multiple sites of what Black Pill is. Black Pill is literally pretty much a doomer, but it incorporates dating in it. That's pretty much what Black Pill is. There's no point in trying. There's no point in anything. It is what it is. We're fucked. That's pretty much what Black Pill is. Do you disagree, Rishi? Because I looked up the definition.
Yeah, I'd say so. Um,
Let's see what Mayor has to say. Mayor, Black Pill equals nihilism. Exactly. It's pretty much what
it's
it
like,
is.
like probably the best thing is like looking beyond like the definitions or personal like interpretations of it. We should look at like what happens to the guys that believe this stuff. And like looking at these guys, I can't say like it was helpful. Like sure, maybe it was helpful for like the incel that had, the butter face that got plastic surgery. Now he looks like a Chad. Maybe it's helpful for him, but like for the average guy, I don't know. I feel like it's just it looks like it's just like an excuse for them. You know what I mean?
In my opinion, black pill is equal to radical feminism.
Well, I, I don't know about that.
In a sense of black pill will get to the point where okay, maybe I jumped the gun a little bit. How do I see black pill? I see many people who become black pill are the same men that couldn't get out of their red pill rage. I see red pill rage being a precursor to black pill. How do you feel about that, Rishi?
Mm,
Not for all men, but many of them.
yeah, I feel like that's kind of the way. They kind of get into this. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like when we talk about red pill, yeah, like red pill right now is like mainstream red pill. I guess it's like the Rolo Tomasi, uh, Donovan Sharp. It's like the mainstream red pill these guys get into before they hit us right now.
Right.
And they see it's like, oh, red pill's bullshit, and they just like, oh, I'm not getting the results I'm supposed to be getting. I'm an incel or something like that, and I'm just like, no.
Like I say that because I went through red pill rage myself for 2 weeks, and the reason why I came out of the red pill rage, like majority of red pillars that they do, is I wasn't willing to accept that what that's literally how women are. You can't get mad at a dog for being a dog. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel it.
Like,
But like guys, I don't think it's like rage exactly. It's
well,
like
I'm saying like if you get to the point
depression.
where you start blaming women for being women, that's a one-way ticket to the black pill because you can't accept that they're being this way just only because society enables that type of behavior. You know,
Yeah, it's
women
like
don't go out of their way most of the time to fuck you over. They're doing that based on their female nature running rampant, such as hypergamy and stuff. You
mm,
know, you're not saying you can't. I'm not saying. I'm saying you can call them out on their bullshit. Yeah, what they're doing is fucked up, but you can't completely fault them of why you're not getting laid, why you're not in a relationship, why you're not married with kids. If you get what I'm saying, I'm probably not explaining it well, but
yeah, I got you.
because red pill rage, I see most men going through it. I understand why people go through men go through red pill rage. I understand it 1,000,000%. All your life you were given a lie. You were given a bunch of BS fairy tale Disney craziness. I understand why a man will go through red pill rage, but it is highly encouraged to look at the world for what it is. That's literally what red pill originated from. You know, the Matrix, Morpheus. You got to see reality for what it is. Once you're able to accept reality for what it is and where you at currently in society, that I believe the red pill rage should start going away. Because if society in general, such as gynocentric society, Simpson white knights, uh, all these crazy laws that are against men, if that wasn't the case, women would be singing a different tune today. But you can't be angry at women for taking advantage of a certain situation, you know, and sometimes they're not even doing it on purpose. That's literally their nature. especially when social media came around. That's just their hypergamy running wild. Do you have anything to say about that, Rishi?
Mm. I think what it is like maybe these guys they like can't accept like reality as it is, so they get hung up on one of the stages of grief. You know what I mean? Maybe like some guys get hung up on anger, or some guys get hung up on depression, and like they can't like accept it and move on with their lives. Maybe it's that. I don't know what bargaining would be. Do you think these guys like bargain too? Or maybe
Uh,
that's not even in Blackpill. Maybe that's somewhere else, like a pickup artist.
yeah, they try to listen to pickup artists. Yeah,
But yeah, I'm just talking in terms of bargaining. But I think these guys just they can't accept um, reality as it is. At least to the guys that like the fake sells. You know what I mean?
yeah, I definitely agree, man. And Mr. Pliskin, why would you even ponder marriage, Yeetus? I'm not pondering marriage in the West at all. Other countries one day where I can find an environment where it's more equal, more fair for a man to raise a stable home, stable kids and stuff. Maybe in the future, but in the Western countries, no. So I'm gonna see how it is 20 to 25 years from now before I even consider having a family because I still want a legacy. That's me personally. I still want a family, just not in the West.
Yeah, I think too, because we're all whenever we talk about this topic, like we're outsiders looking in. Like I would want to discuss this with like maybe an actual black pillar.
I know, which is what I'm trying to get in contact with somebody such as TFM or what's his name, Wheat Waffles, etc. I would love to talk to them. Definitely, you know, I don't disagree with Black Pill as a whole. I just disagree with the concept of giving up because on yourself. Because when I see Black Pill and I read the definition, I'm like, that's pretty much self-destructive behavior for a man.
Yeah. But with
Let's
that
keep going.
said, should we open up the call-ins maybe?
Almost. I want to focus a bit more on the chat because I usually
All
ignore
right.
them for majority of the stream. Let's keep going. Do. No. Hold up. Yeah, that's pretty much my stance. Men were fed a lie every day. They then get red pilled and go through the what the fuck period, such as the red pill rage or black pill, I guess. Yeah. Well, first I say red pill rage. Then they'll venture to staying red pill, going MGTOW, or just going straight to black pill. Red pill rage I see is a dilemma in oneself when it comes to a man of being fed a lie all of his life and dealing with the new truth that he will have no choice but to accept. So it all depends on the individual and how they perceive the information, that they will go one of three ways: red pill, big towel, black pill. But that's a whole different conversation. You disagree with black pill men and rage and depression, just as we disagree with red pill men and that boat. What do you mean? You're gonna have to call in for that if you can. Oop.
Red Pill Man and that boat.
Yeah, he needs to. He would need to explain. Um, I'll try to get a hold of TFM. I think I might know how to contact him. Please do. Please do. I would love to talk to TFM about this topic. He knows
TFM.
what way more about me on this black
Oh
pill. I would
man.
like for him to elaborate and explain with his experience and his knowledge on black pill. I would like to, and I would like for that to happen, and then I'm gonna give my piece on how I feel. You guys already know how I feel about it. Then I would like to know his response. I'm always willing to change my mind. Don't get me wrong, gentlemen. But at this moment, I see black pill as being self-destructive for men. But one day I will love to talk to TFM. He's a very smart dude from what I've seen. Uh Rio, I wouldn't put it that way. I wouldn't put it that way.
I don't know. It's a
I say
it's
giving
kind of
up is not a
easy.
good thing. It's easy to give up.
It's easy, to label black pillars like that,
Yeah,
where we stand. So
yeah.
I
I
don't know.
wouldn't go that far.
And we want ultimately, like, if somebody's black pill, like, and they're like an average guy, I would want to like convince them, hey, there's more to life than pussy, first of all.
Right.
And maybe the red pill can help you. Maybe if you got jacked, oh well, getting jacked doesn't work for everyone. But yeah, but it works simultaneously with you. It works for you to get healthy.
Divorce is legal all time, sir. Well, yeah. I don't want to be in a situation where it's illegal to get divorced, especially if that person is very abusive and stuff. That I agree is a good thing to get divorced.
Yeah, but
I
like
wouldn't want anybody to be in an abusive relationship,
it's like the
but
same thing, but it shouldn't be like where a guy that does everything right, he shouldn't be like divorced because oh the wife isn't like financially happy or she wants basically the big payout when she does get divorced, you know what I mean? That's what we're not for.
yep. When it comes to marriage, I do not, as a man, want to be put in a predicament that the person that breaks the vows, the contract, is able to take half my stuff, and I have to put her on my payroll for the next 18 to 20 years.
All right.
That's not fair. All right, a little bit more. We'll go to the calls. Do. Black pill should just be called the chronic pill. Huh.
uh,
Okay.
I don't know that.
That's overcome the tolerance for thought clothes.
Maybe it's time to make our own pill, gentlemen, because like red pill, blue pill, purple pill, MGTOW, black pill, maybe it's just time to just make our own pill so we can just have our own definition of it,
That's
where we can
true,
have
but
ownership of it.
that's true. But red pill is where I expect many men to be. That's where I want them to be at least.
Yeah, but like
I
that's
know, I
that's
know.
tainted,
It is tainted. Yes, I agree. I agree. But I want men to see the reality for what it is in society, and that's what red pill initially is supposed to be. Not just female nature, but society
Man.
as a whole and how it's affecting men.
Imagine if we just make like just a bunch of pills, make like the yellow pill, the orange pill, the green pill, the rainbow pill. Like,
The rainbow pill.
man, dude, I can imagine the space like getting flooded with that if everyone just started making their own pills. Like, my goodness, it'd be like meaningless at that point. Like,
Right, right. But they saw a long time ago that eventually the red pill and stuff would just get oversaturated, and too big and too mainstream, and then you have men and women now trying to distort the actual message. So
How about I'm just tilled?
I'm pilled. What do you mean? Like you high right now? What's up?
Oh man, David
uh,
Scottsdale,
but
bruh.
we are going to start the call-ins. But before we start the call-ins, you guys need to recognize, okay? There will be no arguments, no getting angry, none of that. I'm not that tolerant like Undead Chronic. All right, you're gonna come in a civilized manner, give me your points, and if you have disagreements, we will talk about it. We will not argue about it. All right.
We'll call it the Chillville.
Literally, yeah, literally. And if I see that you're getting hostile just because I have a different type of opinion on the black pill, then you're out of here. If you want to convince me, come convince me in a civilized manner. Um, Also, if you guys want to support this channel, the Warband, please choose the link that I pinned on top of the chat. Any donations is very good. It will go towards the production of the channel and whatever the Warband needs, so we can give you the best type of quality when it comes to Warband videos. Yeah.
When we say, argument, he means like come on here and be like disrespectful as fuck to the host.
Yeah, don't be like that stats dude. Like, I got a very short temper when it comes to that guy.
Are you gonna show me the stats on that?
Where's the stats?
Where's the stats on
I
that?
need the stats.
I don't base my thinking off of feelings. I base them off of this thing.
Is that how you feel? Huh? Is that how you feel? No, I'm
I'm
saying
sorry
that
if I offended you.
the sky is blue. I don't believe you. You need to go give me some stats. Like, just look up, god damn it.
You are a coward that bullies women.
I
You're
can't
not a
believe
real man, a real woman.
I can't believe that chick came in and just and demanded to be treated like a queen. It's insane. Insane.
She's looking at like a bunch of mirrors on her wall, each with a reflection of her face, and she just like talks to them.
We
We yes, number one. Yes, Chronic is an incel. Yes, I agree. You, we have decided that you are an incel.
these these people in the comments are what's it called? Mentally
They're
uh
mentally gang raping me.
yeah, I'm like, what? What? Yo,
Psychological gang rape.
she is insane. Oh,
Uh,
I was going to troll her, but I was like, you know what? I'll leave it be.
yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy. Like every time some Looney Tooney comes on Chronic stream, we get a new meme out of it. We get
So
somebody
many
to make fun
memes.
of, bro.
So many. I don't think that'll be the last time you'll see. Well, we'll hear of her. Not gonna lie.
I hope so.
Mentally disturbing me.
Ree.
She made 5 videos crying in case that chat roasted her. Man, everybody gets roasted. It doesn't matter what gender you are. Everybody gets roasted. I got roasted. I'm part of the Warband. Man, that got roasted. Like, we all get roasted. That's what Chronic does. That's we fuck around. How are you gonna go as a lady into a space that's mostly men and not expect any type of backlash? And on top of that, we have women in the Warband. Oh yeah, that surprises you. Oh yeah, there are artists, there's the music producers, all that stuff. Okay, because they were able to take our shit, and believe me, they took. We talk mad shit, and they were able to hang. That's all right, cool. And they were of use of the Warband. You, on the other hand, you came in, you 55-year-old psycho, talking about we despise your misogynistic ways. Oh, how dare you talk to us like that? Like, who else is in the room, lady? What are you talking about? Like, who is this we? Oh man, it is insane. I hope we get more haters. I really do. I really do. That makes things a lot more interesting. But let's start the call-ins, okay? We're gonna be talking about the black pill. All right. I prefer people to join that are against what I'm saying about the black pill, okay?
Yeah, Feral Rabbits. Hold on. Is she Venom? Yeah, she has a symbiote, bro. She has the yellow symbiote. Scream, I think it was called. She's she's the symbiote that can like give you sonic attacks. The Karen symbiote.
We are Venom.
We are Karen.
We need to speak to the manager.
uh,
But let
yeah.
us begin, y'all. Let us begin. Hey, yo, Brandon, what's going on?
Hello, hello, hello. Uniti.
Unity.
Unity.
So, I'm sure this is the second time you heard my stance on the black pill. Are you for or against it? And tell me why.
Well, I have been traveling, so I missed your stance. So, being, the gracious host that you are, I know that you'll want to hear what I have to say, anyways.
Of course. Of course.
I don't get the black pill. I'm 54 years old, and I was, until I decided to go monk this fall, I was pulling down 20-year-olds. I was living in Kiev, but, I was still fucking not, not having to pay for pussy. If you want to get laid, boys, look around at famous people who are ugly. What do? Leonardo DiCaprio was not a good-looking man, and he's getting all kinds of poontang. He doesn't give a fuck. That's
well,
not,
him being a rich actor does help.
well, being a rich actor helps. That's true. Being a rich anything helps. But he doesn't care, and he's not afraid to talk to people. Yeah.
Nope.
You know how many
Even the richest man on earth is a girl. Jeff Bezos' girl was all about him.
That's right, because Leo doesn't care, and he's got that vibe about him. If how many times do you think I'm nobody. I'm nobody, and I would probably talk to 30 or 40 women before I'd finally find somebody who was willing to do what I wanted to do. But they're out there. Stay off the damn dating apps. When I was young and had no money, I got money now, but when I was young and had no money, I was never of the opinion that I couldn't get laid, because I looked out and I saw Tom Petty. You've never seen an uglier man in the world than Tom Petty, and Tom Petty was scoring Stevie Nicks, who back in the 1970s was hot.
But what about the black pill's philosophy of just giving up in general, denialism, and all that stuff? Not just women, but just in general. In the sense of, what's the point? This is meaningless. Let me just,
I think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you give up, then you will never succeed.
Boom.
And that there's no way to argue against that. Because if you're a quitter, you'll never win. Women are not frightening. They're small. They're stupid. They smell nice. They get my dick hard. But other than that, they're not frightening.
So what about the guys who are not the best looking and stuff and don't got the money?
Well, if you're not good looking, then get money.
Yeah, when it comes to dating, you gotta play with the cards you're given. You can't be like, once you're on the table, you can't be like, yo, dealer, can I get some new cards? These aren't very good. No, you can't. All right?
Right.
You can't change the cards you're given. And honestly, this goes beyond dating too. Like, you cannot give up just because you're dealt a bad hand. Where
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly. You've got, and you just can't be afraid to play the game if you want to play the game.
I got one more question before I go to the next caller. One more question. What is your definition of the black pill? Like, how do you describe them, or describe the philosophy?
Nihilists.
Just straight up nihilist. That's all you see them as.
Yep.
Okay. See, that's what I thought too. But
we got an actual black pillar in chat, but he won't call
yeah,
in.
yeah. I don't know why he won't call in, but
because he doesn't want his like real voice to get out, and that's the funny thing too. It's like a lot of people who like defend the black pill like don't want to call in because they're afraid like for people to like realize. I honestly, I don't really care at this point.
Well,
I don't give a shit.
If you look at one interpretation of "fuck this shit, I'm out," that could be taken as a black pill philosophy. But in other words, in another way, it's not. It's all depending on whether you have that gallows humor to you. If you can say "fuck it" and just don't care, that's completely different than "fuck it, I quit."
That is true. But before I move on to the next caller, do you have anything for the Warband?
Well, I managed to fuck my way through half of Eastern Europe without catching an STD, so I don't have anything to give you.
All right. Thank you for calling, man. And Puniti.
Puniti.
Wait, what am I missing in the chat?
Yeah, I guess there was like a little war between Thrall and Rio.
Oh shit! It's getting a little bit spicy.
Heated. But I don't know. It's like this is boomer cringe.
Boomer cringe.
This is boomer. I mean,
wait, who's the boomer?
I guess Brandon was. I guess they call him Brandon. All his story boomer cringe.
How is he cringe? I don't get it. Yeah, let me know how is he cringe.
But maybe we should get to the next caller.
Yep. What's going on, Ronan?
Yo.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Puniti.
I got pretty much 3 questions for you. What is your definition of the black pill philosophy?
I think to me, it's basically just when people have no hope and they basically just give up entirely.
Are you for or against the philosophy?
I guess, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily either for or against it. I think it has its place.
Okay.
In the same way that I think that the red pill rage has its place. Yeah, so, I think that, in my opinion, I think there's, 2 main reasons that lead to the black pill. I think one would be like your traditional incels, who really, despite their efforts, don't have any success with women. And then I think the other thing that leads men towards that state of mindset is, the kind of the aftermath of divorce courts and custody courts and everything.
So the divorce and custody courts can lead to black pills. That's what you're saying?
I think so, from my experience.
Okay. All right. And you did tell me not that long ago that you went through the black pill situation. Do you want to give us a story or?
Yeah, I'll elaborate on that a little bit. I guess for me, it pretty much happened. Like I guess I went through, what we all refer to as like the red pill rage, or like what older generations call it, I think, like the midlife crisis. But I hit that pretty early in my life, around 21, 22. And but when basically, like, I had 50% custody of my kid, and then throughout a bunch of bullcrap through the courts, it got put so that I basically only got like weekends and some other crappy like holidays and shit, right? But it basically went from like seeing my kid all the time to like going like 4 or 5 months at one point without seeing him at all, right? And to me, it had a huge impact on all areas of my life, right? Like my emotional health was just completely shot. My mental health was shot. It affected me to the point where I couldn't even focus on my work. And I literally couldn't even like work at all. And through a part of it, it's like it basically took me to this level of depression where it was like a crippling level. Like I couldn't even get out of bed. There were sometimes I'd go a couple of days without eating and stuff like that. And, basically just had absolutely like no motivation or no willpower to do anything.
But that was because of the situation you were put in, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And, so that lasted for a while. And then, I remember one of the things that actually really got me out of it is I was talking with one of my buddies, and I was just and it was kind of like during this time I felt like I was like a broken record in a sense. I was just repeating the same old shit over and over. And sorry, go ahead.
Well, never mind. Rishi just muted his mic. I was wondering what was going on. Okay, you can continue.
Okay. And so, what actually ended up kind of getting me out of it is I was talking to my buddy, and he just looked at me in the eye and he told me, he's like, have you ever thought about the fact that nobody is entitled to care about you? And, it sounded like a really harsh thing to say, right? But it was actually exactly what I needed to hear, because it's like, yeah, like people are not entitled to care about you. Now, there are going to be people that care about you. Hopefully everyone at least has one person. But even if they don't, that person should be yourself,
Yeah, and when your friend said that, did that change your mindset for the better eventually?
Oh, it definitely did. I basically kind of just took a look at my life, and I was like, man, this is nothing in which the way I thought it would be. And I basically have to change like every single thing about my life. I have to change my eating habits. I have to, get back in the gym and start working out again. I have to change my financial habits. I have to change the things that I allow to occupy my mind and that I focus my thoughts on. And pretty much just did a 180-degree turn on every aspect.
So, based on your experience with the black pill and what your definition is, what will you have to say to the Warband when it comes to the black pill?
I think it would be that don't look for the love that you're looking for in someone else. Just look for it in yourself. Like, be the person that provides to yourself the love that you need to feel whole and complete.
I almost got teary-eyed for a second. Goddamn. Had to cry those manly tears.
Hey, you gotta let it out sometimes, man. You got to.
Oh man. But hey man, where's your next video, man? I've been checking.
Shit, I've been doing a ton of construction, but I will be on that very soon. I just got my mic in, so now I'll get my whole recording studio set up and be rolling.
Hell yeah. Do you have time to share your channel before we go to the next caller?
Yeah, I guess YouTube/Ronin.
And what is your channel about?
Pretty much I'm gonna be making videos talking about my perspective on things that men can do to improve themselves, kind of like the red pill mindset and a practical application of how to improve yourself in different walks of life, or in different areas of life. A lot of it will probably be related to like off-gridding and skills that I think men should know. So yeah.
So you were Blackpill, but you don't recommend staying there, right?
To me, no. I think it's an unhealthy way of life, and it's an unhealthy outlook to hold on to. I feel like kind of a good expression in my mind that kind of equates to it is like there's a saying in Buddhism where the Buddha says the person who holds on to anger is like the person who holds on to a hot coal expecting the other person to get burned. And I kind of
like
view the black pill in that sense where, once you get to the point where you realize that everything is fucked and basically the whole world's out to get you, you can go two ways with it. You can keep holding on to that attitude and just say, fuck it. Like, I don't give a shit. I don't care about anyone. I don't care about anything. And I think that's kind of going the black pill approach, or you can take the red pill approach and you can say, well, you know what? Fuck it. Like, if no one cares, then I'm just going to do the best I can for me and make my life what I want it to be and focus on my own priorities and happiness and well-being as my top priority.
Exactly. I agree with what you're saying, man. See, chat, you need to listen to this. You need to listen to this. This is very important when it comes to being the best version of yourself, okay? I know I'm going to have somebody that's going to be in defense of the black pill, but you guys need to listen to both sides before you go to your conclusion. That I agree. You're supposed to listen to people who are for or against. Then you make your conclusion. Thank you for joining, Ronan. I will be looking forward to your video sometime in a few days.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on.
All right, Puniti.
Puniti.
Woo! All right, let's go to the next caller. Where'd you go? Okay, that guy Pete.
Puniti.
Puniti.
We meet again.
Huh?
What's going on, guys?
Yo.
I need a drink. But besides that, I got 3 questions for you. Maybe
Ready.
4, maybe 5. What is your definition of the black pill, or your perspective of the black pill?
Put simply, looks and height matter. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
That's it. So basically, red pill, they talk about being masculine matters, being a protector, being fit matters, being, wealth and status, and, being a man of integrity. All that stuff matters. And Ronan, by the way, you earned yourself a subscriber, man. That guy's just a stand-up guy. But whatchamacallit, I think Rishi, you've got it on point, man. And I say this all the time. I say that basically, you have the awareness that sub-5s have their own situation that they got to deal with. But a normie, yeah, again, red pill is a sufficient prescription for a normie. But if he wants to take the black pill, it's optional for him. But for a sub-5, it's not. So in short, looks and height matter. Yeah. And if you don't pass the basic looks and height test, you're not going to have a good time. That's the basic gist. And again, when you asked me, you said, well, what do you mean with the depression and the rage? Well, very much like red pill, where you can get angry, you can get sad, and then you take the horse to the water and it doesn't drink. Black pill's the same way, in the sense that, yeah, you want to sit there and just bitch, piss, and moan when you could be grinding, making money so you can afford the surgeries and things like this. There's a solution for them too. But yes, you are correct. A lot of incels, they get stuck in rage and depression, and then they don't do anything about it. They just bitch, piss, and moan. But just understand their problem is different from ours. Ours, we pass the looks test. So for us, it's just like, all right, yeah, make money, go to the gym, things like this. But sub fives have a whole nother battle to fight before they enter the conversation you and I are having right now. That's the basic gist.
I see what you're saying, and like I said before in the previous live stream, I understand why people who were dealt what Rishi just mentioned in this live stream, people who were dealt a bad hand in life in the beginning.
Mhm.
I definitely see why they go to the black pill route. I agree. I agree with that. Are you for or against the black pill philosophy?
So as I said, I'm for it, but I agree with you guys 100% that if you stay stuck in rage, whether it's red pill or black pill rage, it's going to lead to nihilism. Again, you're basically taking the horse to the water, and it's like, drink up. And they're like, well, go fuck yourself. I'm not going to drink the water. And it's like, well, then I can't help you, buddy. But just understand that when you give advice to a sub 5 versus a normie, the advice is going to be tweaked a little bit, tailored to the sub 5. You got to keep it a buck with him. Otherwise, he's going to go to the gym. He's going to make the money, and then girls still don't want to smash. And he's just like, what the fuck? I did everything you told me that like I'm supposed to do, and it's still not working. And those are the guys that go to it. But very much like red pill, where you have to accept it. If you're a sub 5, you have to accept that looks and height matter. You have to accept it. Otherwise, you're just going to be delusional. So, yeah, I agree, though, that a lot of people who go to black pill, they get stuck in that nihilism. They get stuck in that, and they embrace it's over versus the idea of, improving themselves. Or, if you don't want to improve yourself, I mean, you could always buy hookers. I always say that. If it's really that big a deal for you, like, no, I just got to get the box. Like, then just do that. But we always preach, like, yo, don't make box the center. But it's kind of hard if you've never had it. And it's hard for me to understand that because obviously we've all probably gotten some at some point. So it's a little bit more difficult for us to understand. But it doesn't mean we shouldn't try to understand. That's all I'm saying.
Of course. And I got one, I got a comment for you I just saw. From Island Hermit, what's going on? Most black pill dudes are normies that don't want to put in the work. How do you feel about that?
So yes, I would agree with this 100%. And again, it's all in the details. Absolutely. But just understand that there is a class of men, which we would call sub 5s, that legit have the issues. But again, they still have the problem where it's like, look, there's a solution. You can ascend or escort sell, but you're just choosing not to. Yeah, I don't feel bad for you if you're a sub 5. But if you're a normie and you're telling me that, you can't get a girl, it's like, that's bullshit. Like, take a guy like me, right? My face is probably like average, but I'm 6'4", and also I'm white. So again, whether you want to admit that or not, that gives me distinct advantages. So if me sitting here saying like, oh, I can't get laid because of this, that, and the third, you'd be looking at me like, yo, go fuck yourself. That's disingenuous. Don't say shit like that. So again, it's a balancing act. You got to keep it 100 with the sub 5s, but at the same time, when a normie gives you that shit like, oh, it's because of how I look, it's like, no, it isn't. Get in the gym.
Similar to what when girls who are like 8 or 9s complain, oh, I'm ugly.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And that's another thing. You just brought up another point. All I'm really getting at the core of this is, how like we constantly point at chads and women like, oh, look at them. They can live in this blue pill fantasy. They have privilege. Just understand that compared to sub 5s, we have to acknowledge our own as well. But that's why it pisses you off when a normie bitches about looks, because you're looking at a normie like, bro, get in the gym. I'm a normie. I'm doing the same shit and I'm pulling box. No problem. But just understand the sub 5, the way you handle that situation, it's a little bit different. That's all.
That person actually has what's that condition? Just it starts with a D, where they look
Are you
at
talking about Down syndrome?
No, dude. What the fuck?
Well, no, yeah, that could be a reason you're in celibate. It could be. Well, but yeah,
but
it's a little bit more than that.
What are you talking about?
These men and women, they look in the mirror, they see, just nothing but negatives. I forgot what that condition was called. No,
Like, what do you-
dysmorphia or something like that.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I understand what you're talking about. Yeah,
How the fuck you gonna
dysmorphia.
get depression? Come on, bro. But besides that, I do see where you're coming from. I got one more question for you.
Sure.
Do you have your own experience with Blackpill, or do you know somebody with
Right.
that experience?
So yeah, I've probably spent like the past, I don't know, 4 months like actively talking to incels and just asking them to share their experiences with me. And again, sub 5 is a whole new ball game. There's another channel that hasn't been mentioned on here. If you really want to get deep into it and just kind of hear what's going on, there's a channel called Incel TV. If you really want to like hear, he's got about like 25 subscribers, 25,000 subscribers or something like that. You can check it out if you want. But of course, no, me personally, as a 6'4", somewhat attractive normie, no, I've never experienced that. My problems, why I've had failures with girls, which my channel, I make videos all the time. You can see like me talking about myself and things like that.
Wait, you make
my
videos?
reasons, yeah, my reasons for screwing up with women was my own fault, but I can acknowledge that. But just understand, there are guys out there where, no, it's not a masculinity problem. It's not a money problem. It's not a muscle problem. The guy's just fucking ugly. And, again, like Rishi says, you can't really control the hand you've been dealt. You just learn how to play a poor hand well. But look, surgery helps these guys. That's again, it's tricky because we don't live it. So it's tricky. Just like Chad doesn't live our life as a normie. So he doesn't understand. So he's like, just be yourself, bruh. And we're like, just be yourself. What are you, retarded? Exactly. It's like, you can't do it.
So when it comes to so what I'm getting is when it comes to the normies, it's all good if they go through that type of phase, but it's very disingenuous if they just stay in that phase and wallow with despair and blah blah blah, just straight up giving up and blaming society for their fuck ups.
Yeah. So let me put it to you this way, right? We can agree that maybe like, I don't know, 60 years ago before feminism, there was a traditional society where we had norms and stigmas like taming hypergamy and polygamy, incentivizing us to like pair up.
Right.
But now we have like a deregulated free-for-all where everyone just fucks whoever they want. You get the top 20, they bag all the chicks, and the rest of us, we get some, but like not like Chet. What I'm telling you is that for the sub 5, it doesn't matter what kind of system you have in place. They're still in a bad situation because of their looks. So again, when we're us normies, we're complaining about the society like falling apart and now we're not getting laid. Sub 5s are kind of laughing at us like, this is your first time? Like, that's kind of how they're looking at us.
Right.
So yeah, they just want people to understand. But if you're talking to a sub 5 and he's just being an asshole who's disrespecting you, then yeah, cut him off. Don't talk to him. But there are some out there that are looking for solutions. So when you're giving them a solution, you just got to realize there's this other looks barrier that they got to break through before they enter the red pill chat.
So pretty much, if they don't have any type of value when it comes to people in the black pill philosophy, no woman will look their way like whatsoever. They're more invisible than the people who are in red pill.
Right. So you know how we always talk about the bottom 80% of men are mostly invisible to women in 2021? What I'm telling you is that in traditional times, maybe there was like a bottom 15 to 20% that were invisible. Those are the sub 5s. Sub 5s are not common, just like Chads are not common. Most people are normies. But now the normies are experiencing kind of what it's like to be a sub 5. So then you get these nihilistic guys who take the black pill and they're like, oh, it's over. When really those guys can just go to the gym, like Rishi says. But what I'm telling you is that before all this shit show happened 60 years ago, there was a class of men where it didn't matter what they did.
You got a comment,
them.
bro.
Okay.
You got a comment. Sub 5 still get laid, dude. What do you got to say about that?
Sure. Escort cell. And actually, I recognize this guy's name. We were having a back and forth on your last video. So sub 5 still do get laid because one of the solutions to the problem is escort cell. The idea that I can just pay my way into box. But again, that's transactional sex. It's not validational. It's not like she genuinely desires you. So again, a sub 5 is going to be hard pressed to get genuine desire. And the way I look at it, if a girl does not want to rip my clothes off, why the fuck am I talking to her? That's how I feel about it.
Exactly.
So yeah. So sub 5s, get laid. Yes, they do. Anyone can pay for box. Anybody can do that. But ultimately, if you pay for box, that just tells you how much the box is really worth. It's got a price tag. It's not really worth anything. So, yeah.
Of course, all men needs to still have some type of value
Correct.
besides attraction, unless you're literally top 10, 5%.
Right.
When it
But all
comes to attraction. But
yeah.
how you say Free Ross, the sub fives, I do agree that they literally will have to live in that reality that no woman wants them for them physically.
Correct. Yeah, basically, like if you're light speed ugly, a woman doesn't care about your protection and provision ability. She doesn't care because you're that ugly. But normies like us, we pass that basics looks test. So then she's like, oh, can you protect and provide? Versus Chad, he's so good looking that she just assumes he has all those things, and then she gets ghosted, and now she's raising a Chad cream pie, as Ribby would say. So again,
that guy Pete.
Yeah.
Can you answer this before I do? Well, sub 5 should grind. This is the young brother that we have in the Warband. So
okay,
but so, can you break it down for him?
I'm assuming by grind you mean what? Like go to the gym, build your money, and all this stuff. The only recommendation I would recommend different for a sub 5 versus a normie is just address the elephant in the room first. Make the money. Get the surgery so that you can look in the mirror and not feel dysmorphia and you actually like what you see. And then that'll add to your confidence and all that stuff. And then you can work on all the other stuff that red pill teaches. So again, it's not doom and gloom when I look at the black pill. I want to give you a solution, but it has to be more tailored to somebody with their realistic problems. So address the elephant in the room and then grind.
I have a good example. What's his name? Big Ed?
Okay.
What's his 90s Day Fiance? I think that's where he's from. Mm-hmm. The guy with no neck that's like 5 foot. Big. If you know who he is, I don't know if you know.
What is? Oh yeah. Oh my God, this guy's a train wreck. Yeah, I recognize him.
Is she from Thailand? I think it was the girl that he was with. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I agree with you. That guy Pete, because I'm like, yo, if he didn't have the finances, like he was bragging for most of the show that he did have money, I doubt that she would even look his way. And the fact that she didn't even want to go near him most of the time when it comes to physical interaction.
Yeah. Another good example is Bobby Lee. He used to be on Mad TV, I think. Yeah, right. I think like he was on a podcast. And his wife pretty much like low key said some shit about money. Like if it wasn't for the money, I wouldn't be with you. Like she kind of like implied it. And he was just looking at her like, bruh, you did not just say that. And she's like, yeah, she did just say that shit. Yep. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal.
It's unfortunate. Like, oh man, who was the I forgot what his name was, but it was the dumb black dude that was very short, very famous black like short guy. I'm pretty sure he was slow. I'm gonna have to look up his name, but he's very famous. Like he went to WWE, he went to the podcast, he did all of that. But if he didn't have if he didn't have any type of fame or status or the money that he was making, he will literally be an incel.
Yeah, and also just to
not Kevin Hart.
No, I know. But
a man lit.
You also brought up a good point, though. I think this is why arranged marriages were a thing as well, like back in the day, because arranged marriages might have been one of the only avenues that a sub 5 could have some semblance of a family. Otherwise, everyone would just look at you and be like, "No, your genetics are trash. Why would I want to pass on your genes?" It is that brutal.
But if his family or him has very high value and status, maybe that sub 5, maybe.
Yeah, like the prestige of being associated with that last name, that legacy, as you like to say.
Right. Yep. All right, man. You changed my mind on a few things.
All right.
Yep, it's a growth process, man. It took a lot for me to swallow my pride as a normie and acknowledge that these guys existed too. It's not something that happens overnight.
Do you want me to post your channel?
Oh yeah, hey.
Description.
Yeah, show your channel, bro.
Oh yeah. So my channel is that guy Pete you refuse to invite to gatherings. So I pretty much talk all things manosphere. Red pill, black pill, white pill, you name it, I talk about it. As well as my own personal experiences.
I'm surprised you never even let
And
me
also,
know you
I
had a
like that.
channel, bro.
I like that Master Chief helmet that you got beside your computer. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm a huge gamer. Yeah, so that's probably something that worked against me as well from a red pill perspective. But you know what? Fuck it. I like Master Chief.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, how are you gonna keep me in the dark?
What?
You
I
n-
looked
not
at his
not
channel.
you, Rishi. Talking about Pete. Pete has been there since the beginning, and he not once let me know he had a channel.
I mean, yeah, most people find me, they just see me in comment sections, they click my name, and then they're like, oh shit, this guy's a channel. Yeah, again, it's not about money for me. It's not about that. It's about stopping men from self-deleting.
Shoot,
That's
I'm
what it's
not
about for me.
getting paid that much either. Besides you guys' generous donations,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
I
Not
would
about money.
definitely show your channel, bro. Definitely, like,
Yeah.
because what me, Rishi, and the Warband, all we're trying to do is spread the word.
Yep, that's what it's all about. And again, if guys understand this information, it's the difference between a guy getting divorced and he's like, oh shit, my life's over. And he goes and hangs himself versus a guy's like, nope, I'm red pill. I understand life is not over. And then they rebuild. So that's what we're trying to do here. Get them out of the
Pete.
matrix.
You getting subs. Look at that.
Thank you, sir.
Look at
Sure.
all these subs. I
Yeah.
enjoy this conversation, and heck, I don't know if you do live streams. Do you do live streams or anything, or
I don't do live streams currently.
Right.
Because I work in accounting, so it's like it's a hit or miss. Like right now I'm in downtime, but like tax season's coming up in January, so yeah, my life's gonna be ruled by work probably for the next few months. So it's kind of hard to make time for that. But I have been trying to post a video like every day. I break it up into chapters so you can just kind of pick a section you want to hear about, and just like go from there. Yeah. I just try to
Please
get as much info as I can.
let me know if you want me, Rishi, or the Warband to create a video or a live stream. We're definitely down for that.
That's a pretty good term. I'm looking at one of your videos. You call it the purple pill and the crimson pill is the purgatory of the manosphere.
Yeah, because it's kind of like you're trying to reconcile what you previously knew with this unfortunate reality that you're learning now. It's like being Cypher. You want to go back, but you can't, because once you see this shit, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, that's
So
a pretty good. That's a pretty good description, I think.
So
Yeah,
that guy Pete,
it's
are
brutal.
you older or younger? Like, give me a age range. Are you like older?
I'll just give you.
So-
I'll just give you my age. I ain't a chick. I ain't insecure about it. I'm 31.
31? Oh, okay. So I'm not that far away from you.
I think you said you're 26, right? 27, something like that.
I'm almost 27. Yes.
Almost. I'm gonna be 32
So-
in March.
I'm not too far away from you.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a good conversation. This actually was very informative.
I love what you guys do. Make no mistake. I love what you guys do. But just what you guys do, it's for normies. Sub 5 has a whole nother fight before they get to you.
Yeah,
That's
all
true.
I'm saying.
That's true. I'm not like trying to diss the entire Black Pill philosophy, but I want people to come on and
it's a tough pill to swallow.
You're right. Like, give me your experience. Give me your definition. Mm-hmm. Are you for or against it? So I can eventually have a good perspective on the Black Pill.
Yeah. If we came on here and all of it is just us bashing, black pillars of all stripes, we wouldn't have, the call-ins.
Yeah, you risk an echo chamber by doing that. And again, that's something we don't want to do. We want to get people educated. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
But before I go to the next caller, though, and once again, we definitely need to make some type of video or live stream in the future, whether it's me or any member of the Warband, bro. You are definitely how do kids say these days? Based.
Yeah, based.
I'm definitely willing to make a collab on anything in the manosphere. Definitely.
Yeah, sure. If you guys want to talk, again, I think my email is on my channel. So if you just want to shoot me an email or something, I'm pretty old school. I'm not like technologically, smart. So you might have to help me a little bit. But yeah, I'd be willing to talk whenever you want to talk. Like I can make some time. Probably at nighttime though, because I work during the day.
Are you Central Time or?
I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Brooklyn. If the accent can give it away.
Too easy. I didn't really pay attention to the accent.
Yeah,
the Brooklyn boy.
The
Brooklyn rage.
Do you have anything for the Warband before we leave when it comes to the Black Pill?
Yeah, I mean, I said it last time, man, and you're taking the advice to heart. Just have an open mind, man. You know, I have infinite respect for you, man, because you're like, no, I'm gonna go look at the channels. I'm gonna listen to what they have to say and form my opinions. And really, that's all we could ask of you. We can't really ask anything else.
Hell yeah, that's the only way that we can grow. Like you said, we gotta
Mhm.
grow and actually get wise and informed on why these ideals exist in the first place.
Exactly.
But thank you for joining, man, and Puniti.
Puniti. Always a pleasure. And you too, Rish.
All right,
Yes,
peace.
sir.
Take care.
I like that guy.
Always fun to have Pete.
I'm surprised he never told me about about his channel. I would have definitely been watching his channel.
For sure. He has, and the thing is too, he makes the longer form content. Like his videos are like 40 plus minutes. So and he
Once
has
a
like
day?
6 he has them like at least that's what I've noticed. He has like an introduction. He talks about each point. It's like a video, kind of like the red pill lecture, you know what I mean?
You don't have to show your face, but I definitely know what you mean. I definitely know what you mean. That guy right there, I got infinite respect for. You know, he was able to break it down Barney style and actually able to give me the perspective on the black pill end, you know, like not just you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You ain't black pill.
That's the thing. Like these guys come in here with like good faith, everything like that, and we'll have a conversation with them. We'll be civil,
Exactly. But before we continue to the next caller, I'm going to be chilling. So if you want to support the channel or the Warband in general, please click on the link that I pinned on the top of the chat and donate to paypal.me/Yeetus. All money will go towards the production of the channel or anything that the Warband needs. Okay, editors, video producers, music producers, artists, all that stuff. Okay, everything will be appreciated. Okay, doesn't matter how much you donate, and if you can't donate, please like the video, like that shit.
Oh
Ain't
please,
that
oh
right, Rishi?
please, like the video.
Where's
Please, oh please,
where's the turkey?
please, oh please.
Bring out the turkey.
Guys,
That ain't the turkey.
please donate to the video. Okay, we have groceries. I have car payments. All right, I have gambling debts. If you guys don't donate, I don't know. The yakuza might bust down my door and steal one of my fingers.
Gonna
I don't know.
gonna kill my dog and take my car. You know, John
They
Wick
might
style.
clap my cheeks, bro. You don't want to see me get raped.
Whoa,
Right?
who's robbing you, Big Bubba? Like,
Yeah, Big Chan is coming for me, and he wants my booty hole. So please donate to me. Please.
You better not turn into what's her name?
Please, please. I don't have her picture.
All right, good.
You're
You're lying to me, aren't you?
I can get it though.
No, don't get it.
I can get it though.
Okay, we're gonna go to the next caller. The one, the only mayor.
Puniti, my brudas.
Puniti.
The Black Pill Part 2, huh?
Yes, because I feel I had unfinished business when it comes to that type of philosophy. It was left in a cliffhanger because there was a lot of people that weren't fond of my perspective. So I'm giving all these people that wants to join to say their piece. So I know you already said it before, but I got a few more questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, everybody sub to Mayor's channel. Seriously.
Yeetus.
What?
Risakafusa. Ujina.
Miwana Wanga.
Miawanawanga. Me taco sausage.
Disgusting. Oh, God damn. Oh, man. We should end the stream right now.
But But if you
No,
want to
take that off.
prevent,
You're going to get us a strike.
but if you,
Oh, I love how when you sent that up, Rishi, I literally lost like 6 viewers. But Mayor, like I was asking everybody else, what is your definition or perspective of the black pill?
Well, I think I said it before. I think it's nihilism. It's self-defeating. Now, I do, after listening to a few of the other callers from the other night and today, I do kind of see its purpose. It like everything, it can be useful, like any medication. I see the red pill as more of the relief from modern society's bullshit, whereas the black pill is just maximum strength copium.
Maximum strength copium. Oh shit. So I'm assuming that you're against the black pill.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, it can be useful. Like every medication, it has its uses. But you can't stay stuck on it. You got to move forward. Being on the black pill, that's all right as an interim to get you into the red pill. Don't stay there.
I agree 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. So, do you have a story of somebody being black pill or you being black pill? Anything black pill?
Well, I don't want to get too detailed about it, but I have had a handful of black pilled friends that, this is why we're having these kind of conversations. They control alt deleted. They got too deep into the black pill. They couldn't get out of it. They didn't see anything forward. And if you stay there, the likelihood that that's where you'll end up is much higher. So the one thing that I can say is, again, don't stay there. Build yourself. Build your castle. Take care of yourself. Build it for you. Don't build it for Puniti. Don't build it for your homies. Don't build it for society. Build it because it's what you require in your life. Peace.
Okay, I'm back. My dog was being stupid.
It's what we all deserve. It's what we all want in life. Peace. Go out there and build your peace. This world is not going to give you peace. That's why we have war.
There's a comment that I don't know if I'm just going nuts right now. Let me see. What if you are both black pilled, incel, and stuck in the wage cage? What do you?
So, that's the part of it that you need to get out of. Mentally, you need to get out of that you're stuck in the wage cage, because you're not. You're only stuck there because your mentality has you stuck there.
Hey, Mayor, I gotta be that guy. Undead Chronic, what's going on, bro? You're hungover. Why did you drink so much? Did your team win at least? I gotta know. It has to be worth the hangover, unless you drank so much because your team lost. Yeah.
Are we
Lord
winning?
Savior.
Chronic, are we winning?
I think this is when he was watching the college games yesterday.
Okay.
I would be I wouldn't be making the stream right now, but my team is on a bye week in the NFL. Go Green Bay. Yep, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you and the Bears fans. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them.
I'll stand behind the steel curtain any day.
Steel curtain. Steelers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Count them Super Bowl trophies, brother.
How'd you like the 2010 and 11 season?
Hey. We don't talk about that.
You guys did injure a shit ton of our players, though.
I mean, yeah.
Honestly, I'm like, yo, like they were literally trying to fucking take us out. I was like, yo,
That's the steel curtain. They're hard defenses.
Oh, how Brandon? I thought, come on, bro, Brandon, what is this? No. Oh, I don't know if I'm able to put that on the stream. Do you see what Underchronic said?
Hold on.
I heard
Oh,
they've been
shit.
doing pretty bad when it comes to the quarterbacks.
I do have to say that he's probably my least favorite quarterback, just because he's the biggest quarterback in the fucking league, and he complains every time he gets touched by somebody.
So, yeah, I agree. Is he doing bad right now when it comes to his performance?
I'll have to check up on it again. I've had so many other things going on that I haven't been paying attention.
I watch MMA too. I definitely watched that. A lot more exciting than boxing these days.
I did a bit of MMA when I was down in Reno last. That was a lot of fun.
I did MMA a few times.
I
I
think
talked
that-
a lot of shit about MMA before. Years ago. I mean, like years ago. And when I jumped to the ring, I was like, yeah, I'm not talking shit about MMA again. Because a lot of energy is spent within the first like few minutes. And then you have to last 2 more rounds, or hell.
the conditioning that you need to jump into that ring to last for an
Right.
entire match, if it doesn't just end within the first 30 seconds, because I've seen too many fights just end either because one dude wasn't prepared or he just gassed himself out in the first 20 seconds.
Exactly. And I seen that was a big problem for Brock Lesnar. Because with his wrestling background, I thought he was a pretty decent MMA fighter, but he tries to do too much too quickly that he gets gassed the fuck out. But that's just like one of the wrestlers I've noticed that, yeah, his strength is amazing. His technique is pretty good on the ground, but when it comes to conditioning, that was his downfall.
Yeah, he needs to pace himself, and that's what he just couldn't figure that part out. But I mean, that's kind of the rule of life for a lot of things. Just learn how to pace yourself, especially, get back on subject with the black pill. Pace yourself. Don't take in too much negative information at once.
What's it called? Pacing and timing.
Yep. Find your rhythm.
So when it comes to the black pill, since I pretty much got your gist on how you feel, or not how you feel, how you perceive black pill, what is your message to the Warband when it comes to the black pill philosophy?
The surefire way out is to build yourself, build your castle, build your kingdom. Things are better, and things will get better when you decide to do for yourself.
I agree 1,000,000%. You preached this before, actually.
Absolutely. Now, another thing is this entire world is about to go through some rough times, and we're going to need a lot of warriors. Train yourself, prepare yourselves, because it is always better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Big changes are happening. It's not just me. I do see with a lot of other people. They can sense it. They can feel it. Something's going to change. We don't know what, but something will be changing soon.
Yep, Phil Collins. I can feel it coming in the air.
But hey, man, thank you for joining, and it has very, I wouldn't say very. It is it's always an honor for Mayor and other members of the Warband to join the chat and give us your perspective, because your perspective is not all biased towards one way or another. It's literally as close to the middle as possible. As because everybody's biased. It is what it is. But there's only a select few people that's able to be as unbiased as possible. And one of those people is Mayor.
Meditation works wonders. If you can objectively sit back and look at your life and make decisions not based on feelings and emotions, then you're doing it right.
Exactly. Before I go to the next caller, do you want to show your channel?
Oh yeah, let's get to showing. So follow me, Mayor Mercules, here on YouTube. I just put out a new song last night that I had to re-upload this morning. And come to find out, when I re-uploaded, Jack Off went and took the comments section down. So we can't comment on the video, but we can like it, we can share it, we can watch it. So let's get on it.
And can you explain to the chat what is your channel about?
Well, I'm working on another project right now where I'm going to be doing a little bit more home improvement stuff, teaching the young Brutas how to fix things around their house. Basically just teach you how to be a little bit more self-sufficient. And then I also do quite a bit of music. Sometimes I'll do some Magic the Gathering content, but I've really been focusing on the music for the last couple of weeks. And this week I'll be putting out a little bit more content about home improvement.
Home improvement when it comes to like what, roofing or?
We're talking about like small electrical work around the house. Like say you moved into an apartment and the light switch that you're and this is probably going to be my first video. You got a light switch in your apartment that operates on either the top or bottom plug, and you need it to not be like that. How to switch that around for you. I'll show you how to do that.
Do you know what's crazy? It's sad as fuck that not just you, but many men within social media are teaching things that a boy should have learned if their father was around.
And I completely blame the last 60 years of feminism for that. They have kicked the man out of every home in this country. And we're forced to be in this position to have to put our knowledge out there for all of the young men who don't have a father in their house.
You see the comments, right?
Let me go.
Like the comments of, "Oh man, I wish I learned that when my dad was around," or, "Oh man, this was crazy. My mom didn't teach me any of this. I should have known about this.
No,
I don't even know how to tie a
tie.
tie."
Your mom's not going to be able to teach you how to be a man.
Right.
But you come over to the township, I'll get you right.
Definitely. It's unfortunate that many men that are hitting the adult age these days, they never had any type of male father figure, which it gets to the point where I literally have men, right? Young men, 18, 19, 20. They're literally coming to me for any type of advice. I'm like, hey, I'm not that older than you. I'm only 8 years older. But I'm the only male figure that they know that has an idea when it comes to masculinity. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to masculinity, they're going to find it however they can. Unfortunately, for many men in America, they seek that masculinity in the wrong men when it comes to gang banging and stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, the streets are the father for too many young men out here.
It's a sad situation, and I'm definitely going to be talking about that in the future. Best believe that.
Yeah, I definitely want to be there for that one. That's going to be a good one.
Actually, in fact, you're going to be the special guest for that one. Oh yeah.
Well, right on.
But
sure.
I'll let y'all get to the next caller. Take it easy, And if it's easy, take it twice.
If it's easy, take it twice. Puniti.
Puniti.
Cha-cha.
Woo! Always a pleasure to have Mayor in the chat. Always.
Always.
We're gonna get to the next caller. JC.
Yeah, how's it going, guys? Can you all hear me?
Yo.
Yep, I can hear you. Were you playing guitar this whole time?
Yeah.
Nice.
So-
Puniti.
So I see you guys are
Woo!
like ask. So let me ask you. You guys are red. You're saying you're red pill, and you have questions about what a black pill philosophy would be like, right?
I talk about both Red Pill and MGTOW. Because I've been around since 2014.
Right.
So I know
what
about
I'm
both.
asking is about you have questions about what the black pill philosophy would be about, right?
Yeah, so my question for you is what is your perspective or definition of Black Pill?
Well, my personal definition of black pill is, for instance, is individualism. It's individualism and continuous attaining of knowledge and wisdom throughout life's experiences, and then from there, make the decisions that best benefit yourself.
Wouldn't that be similar to MGTOW?
Not necessarily.
No?
No, because
Hmm.
MGTOW, you're talking about what is it, communism, or basically talking about a group of people or a specific
MGTOW is just a
mindset
man going their own way and
Men,
rejecting society as a whole and focusing on bettering yourself. That's MGTOW.
Mm, no, because if you look at it, when I look at like the main channels that initiated MGTOW, I don't know if you're familiar with Barbarossa. It started about speaking about gynocentrism, basically awareness of what's going on with society as a whole.
Wait, a female was talking about this?
No, Barbarossa. You know what Barbarossa is?
No, I probably forgot.
Oh, okay. So what do you consider yourself, red pill or MGTOW?
I would say I'll lean more towards MGTOW.
Okay, so if you lead towards MGTOW and you don't know who Barbarossa is, how
I
would
don't.
you? Oh, I'm sorry, what?
So no, I don't really know.
Okay.
Well, Barbarossa is one of like the old school guys.
Yeah,
How about
I haven't
Thinking Ape?
really watched that person. No,
And how about Thinking Ape? Are you?
I have
mean,
watched
are
that
you talking
person.
about?
Yes,
He's talking about Stardust.
Yeah, Stardust. Yeah.
I have watched Thinking Ape. Yes.
Okay, so you know about Turf Lincoln Monkey then?
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
the guy with the monkey picture? He's smoking a cigar.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
holding
that's him.
that's holding one of them. What is it? Rubber dolls, or yeah, those rubber dolls. Okay, so that's I think there's a big difference in those philosophies, right? Which is basically government interference, as to the opposition on the black pill philosophy is just basically attaining wisdom till the day you die, and understanding that you're dead from the minute you were born, or for instance, me personally, from the minute I was born, I died. I didn't ask to come to this world, but that doesn't mean I'm just gonna fucking suffer, right? As you'll heard, I was playing guitar. I got other stuff, that I like to do. So until that day comes, I'm gonna continue either building for myself, moving forward. Yeah, I'm gonna counter people that they're gonna betray me, people that are gonna make me happy. I'm gonna be happy with situations, circumstances, you name it. So that's what this is about, from my perspective. I don't know if you're familiar with the picture, the icon that I have on my screen, who that is. I don't know if you're familiar with what that's about.
No, is it? I'm a guess. Is it Gilgamesh?
Yes, sir.
See, I called it. Look, see, I know my history.
So yeah, it's Gilgamesh and Enkidu. Enkidu, I don't know if you all remember, it's the gods, or basically the state, who built at the request of society at that time, Gilgamesh was positioned to basically take care of the kingdom of I forgot what it is, Uruk, yeah. And so, he called the shots, and he got to decide, how society was to, you know, basically the standard society had to follow, and he put men to work, and whether some people, in the high class, lower classes, whether they liked it or not, they're all the women were basically throwing their panties at him, and these people protested. He's taking our virgins, he's even taking the nobles' wives and whatnot. It's like, no, he's not. They're coming to him. He's focusing on building and putting you as wives to work. We're trying to build an empire, a kingdom, and that's what this is about. So,
JC, hold up.
yeah, go ahead.
There's a comment for you.
Okay.
Gilgamesh was a blue pill cuck.
Okay.
What do you guys say about that?
That's wrong. The blue pill is the guy he's fighting, which is Enkidu.
So is Gilgamesh black pill or red pill?
Okay. Okay. Throughout the whole quest, Gilgamesh became black pill because he was what I would call red pill. In other words, he saw society for what it was. He was, he was going his own way, but he was still interacting with them, trying to be their so-called alpha male, their king. And there's nowhere in this. Okay, sorry, Anulfo Lantigua. There's no place where it says that he kissed Enkidu, but that's neither here nor there. So if you look at the philosophy or the poem, the tablets of Enkidu of Gilgamesh, it basically speaks about how, as much as he tried to please the gods, which is basically the government or the state, right, and society as a whole, he wasn't going to be able to, and he couldn't find anybody, that was equal force to him. Was he? I guess you can say he was a single mother, red pill sucker that eventually, he got black pill through understanding that even his own mother's advice was not helping.
So JC, is that the person that everybody's saying is why he blue pilled, but he kissed this person?
I don't know how to say the
person's name.
Anulfo Lantigua, that's what I was replying to. I don't remember reading that book. I actually have, the PDF. You can download it. You can just look it up, The Epic of Gilgamesh, and download it. But that's just a reference of what I'm saying, what Blackpill is. Eventually, at the end, he just basically abandoned the kingdom and all the everything else. It sounded like a nihilism, but no, he was looking for something better. And something better was basically trying to find the fountain of youth. Things like that. He got the goddess of war and of war and love. Basically throw herself at him, for sexual favors. Enkidu was basically raised by a prostitute, one of the prostitutes of the temple. Like so, eventually, at the end of the passage, it basically says that he went and tried to find something better. Explore the world outside of the walls where he's living in, which is basically what what I see the red pill community is. It's just basically living in a wall. A lot of people here, for instance, if you ask them if you know a second language, a third language, the majority of them don't. In other words, they can't grow. They haven't grown beyond that. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I say that's true. Majority of people, they don't know second language. I'm somewhat proficient in Spanish, but that's because, my dad remarried and we had to communicate with our new family. So I had no choice but to take Spanish and stuff in middle and high school. But I see what you're saying, where you're saying that, when it comes to red pill, they don't want to view beyond that. So that being said, when it comes to the black pill, the core definition that I've seen in multiple websites is it's involved with nihilism. How do you feel about that?
Well, the question is, do you believe everything you read, you see on TV, you see on the internet?
No, but I do my research. And literally all of them are pretty much saying the same thing. It's closely associated with nihilism.
Okay, so I give you an example of a so-called king, right? That was put there by a
Wait,
specific
give me
system in the
1
spirit.
second.
Yeah, go.
Rishi,
What's up?
please take over. I have to go take. I literally gotta go take a piss.
All right. All right.
I'll be back in a couple minutes.
All right. So just continue your thought, JR. JR?
JC.
JC. Oh,
Oh yeah.
JC.
So okay, so we spoke about a specific character, of the oldest book, much older than the Bible per se, or any other religious book out there discovered, right, throughout history. Yeah. Supposedly, that's what it said. But another question I have, so what is your religious or spiritual fundamentals, Raishi, in regards, like, for instance, red pill? What I've seen, what I've observed, for instance, on the community, on YouTube and all these other platforms, is that usually they use Judo-Christianism as their foundation to maintain the red pill philosophy. I mean, am I wrong? Am I incorrect about that? Or
I don't know about like using religion to maintain the red pill. Uh, I don't think it really involves religion at all, dude. Like, it's mostly just trying to see reality as it is. I don't know if there's like a religious aspect to it. I haven't seen it.
okay, the only reason I say that is because I have heard him quoted, especially on that Chronic. I've been stuck to him for quite a while. Listening to a lot of stuff, and I think he's changed his stance as to how he started his channel, roasting feminism and the trap cucks and whatnot. And now we got, I think he's looking more into trying to find a virgin to marry and reproduce. So, anyways, but that's
Well,
that.
that's mostly because what he knows about like biology. Dude, he's like an actual scientist. So he knows if he gets like a virgin, there's a better chance she's gonna pair bond with him.
Okay.
That's why he says stuff like that.
Yeah, and I came on his show and I basically explained to him I did marry a virgin, very Christian, very religious, and whatnot. And I'm still going through a 7-year divorce. So that's that.
Well, yeah, that's
So
not. It's not like a surefire way.
Yeah.
He's just saying it's statistically better
And
to marry like a virgin. But
right,
I'm
but he's not here.
assuming
He's not here. So
you're.
I don't want to, like, I don't
Well,
want to what is it?
yeah.
Bring
Okay,
him
I'm
on
back.
and all that. I'm just saying, basically just quoting as a red pill, individual that I've been listening to. But so, and just basically to quote, certain things, how they, most of the red pill community people, they're very familiar with the Bible, and because they quote a lot of verses in the Bible about how to maintain a very submissive woman and etc. Right? So I I have a question. If anybody's familiar with King David,
Yeah.
King Solomon, and Joseph,
Yeah,
the son of
King
Jacob.
Solomon is the one that had like a shit ton of harem and stuff, right? Like a shit
Right.
ton of mistresses or wives. I don't know. I forgot.
Correct. And he wrote 3 books, or 3 books are written that supposedly he wrote. And one of them was basically a compilation of songs.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't listen to the entire story because, of course, I had to go, to the restroom. Do you believe that the black pill is misinterpreted, or like what's your? Is that what you believe? Like people are not understanding black pill correctly?
I think so, and that's because what is it? For instance, we are men, right? And as men, hey, we're attracted to puniti. That's our biology. That's our nature.
True.
One thing that is misinterpreted a black pill is that that there's a saying that, well, they keep bringing this topic that is nihilistic, but it isn't. It really isn't. It just means that you have mastered your or working on mastering. Because nobody really finishes mastering. Anybody who says they master something, I personally believe. But if I say master something, I put myself a blockade and I'm a fool. So continuous mastering, basically your natural human needs or human wants, right? In this case, your sexuality, because there's a big misunderstanding about what gyno, I don't say gynocentrism, but what is it? Hypergamy is. I think that's a term that just basically uh, was brought into light. I didn't learn it until I learned from the MGTOW philosophy what hypergamy was, right? So from there, you know, I started listening to another guy that used to be a big pusher or try to help the MGTOW community, and his name was a top dollar Blackpill gangster. Yeah, I think he got a lot of great content. I'm not, and he says he's not the authority, he's not the black pill master, none of that. Black pill is just a philosophy, and it's a philosophy that I do believe that it's ingrained on most of us because we're still searching, for answers, a constant answer to our everyday life. It's not just it ends right here. No, it's there's gonna be problems that we're going to encounter, whether we create them or somebody else creates them. That doesn't mean that we stop right there. It just what can I do to benefit myself? Because for instance, there's a saying that goes, you can't give what you can't, what you don't have. In this case, people say, well, I want to give love, but the question is, how much do you love yourself, right? And
True.
people would say, I love myself, but do you really? When you really ask, it's like, what attributes, how, what attributes have I, or do I have, or have I acquired? What skills or what assets have I given myself? Like this self worship per se, right? To that I don't that what is it? I have not put myself uh at the end, right before, not at the end, but like I want to say like society. I don't put society first or anything else first, but I put myself first. In other words, I gotta have this storage of wealth. When I mean wealth, like I said, skills, assets, all you name it, whatever it may be, right? Whatever you consider wealth. Um, and before I can say I want to give something, I want to give. If I don't have it, I can't give it. That's just it.
So
And yeah, go ahead.
you have a different perspective in Blackpill I never even heard before. So to end the conversation before I go to the next caller, I want you to give something to the Warband when it comes to the Blackpill. What do you want to say to the Warband?
Well, what I would like to say is misinterpreting something because we just listen to somebody as being the authoritative source uh, of a specific topic. You got to ask for a resume. The resume would be, what is your experience behind all of this? It's just not, if I'm regurgitating things that I just heard. For instance, there's a piece of the scripture in the Bible. This authority named Nicodemus came in secret to see this guy Jesus and asked him about all the concepts of life, right? And Jesus told him, "Hey, we speak not what we heard or what somebody told us. We speak what we've experienced. What we've seen, what we have witnessed, what we are." Well, he's talking about being born again and all that, and that's basically what it is. The black pill is just basically you die every minute, every day, every second, and you're reborn. That's how you see bliss or heaven or wisdom, right? For instance, one of the biggest black pillars would be King Solomon, the venerable master of masters, and he said, "Happy is the man who finds wisdom, and the man who gains an understanding." And so that's that right there. Joseph was another one. He didn't have to have the crown of Pharaoh to be basically the one that ran a whole kingdom to be able to have his will done. So it's just those little things right there that to see the light, you got to be in the dark side. I personally believe that myself. So if I want to see all the other colors of the pills per se, I'd rather choose to be on the black side, on the black pill. Why? Because that one exposes all the other colors around me, and then I'm able to assess and walk through life and continue, every minute, every second, or every day, one as it comes.
But
So
doesn't the red pill expose as well?
No, because the red pill is still waiting for a future kind of like how can I put it? Like tomorrow is not promised to anybody, but they're already thinking in terms of tomorrow. Like, oh well, I want to have a wife, I want to reproduce, bring life, bring life involuntarily, for people that don't want to be here. In this case, just because I want to have a quick orgasm. I've been rejected by women, so I want to see what I got to do to be able to put myself in, so that women can give me their womb, so I can continue reproducing. It's like so it's those things right there. And the black pill, sometimes as much as for instance, the other day I was down uh South Austin, right? And I have this group of females, college chicks, come over me, start mauling me and all that. I mean, I'm not gonna make a big deal because I already know. Like, if I'm not willing to shoot, I always carry a gun, right? If I'm not willing to shoot or create a scandal, it's unnecessary. I gotta make my own judgment and basically say I'll walk out of the situation. So hey, no thanks, but no thanks. Thanks for the compliment, but no thanks. And like I said, I'm not Mr. 6 foot Chad, nothing like that. I'm Mexican. So Mexicans, we're not that tall. I'm 5'4", and
Hey, y'all
I
got
don't go
that
to the gym every
charisma
day.
though.
What's that?
So y'all got that charisma though.
I don't know what it is, but the thing is, I could be like, don't touch me, like a red pillar. Don't touch me. You're sexually harassing me and all that. Great. But the thing about it is it really necessary to give my energy to a situation where I can save my energy for things more productive? So that's kind of like what black pill, makes you see, like, live in the moment rather than living for tomorrow or try to be right about a specific situation. I get it. These bitches are obnoxious. It is what it is. I could get a hard on and go out there and take the risk of these bitches making a claim. Especially these Caucasian bitches. But it is what it is. I just decide to walk away from the situation and move on. Does that mean that I hate them? Hell no, man. They're human beings. We exist for a reason. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna have this hatred towards them. Like some, I won't say all the red pill or the MGTOW community, but at least half of them, they think on those terms. And so that's one thing I would say. How they say love your enemies. I say don't hate them and don't love them, but rather just know that they're there. Right.
All right,
And
man. I
don't hate
definitely
and don't love
agree.
your friends either.
I agree. You got a very unique perspective of the black pill. I'll give you that. This is the first time I see anybody or hear anybody put it in that way. So I definitely appreciate you coming up on here. Thank you for joining the live stream. I really like that. And Puniti.
All right, man.
E.T.
Puñate, piñata.
Puniti.
Take care, man. Have a good one.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace.
Were you
I don't
sleeping,
know.
Rishi?
Nah, I was doing background stuff while I was listening.
Somebody must.
But I don't know. Like, I don't think we as red pillars, like, if some chick like comes up to you, you shouldn't just like make us. I don't know if we. Do we? I don't think we said something like that to
What
make
did
a
you
scene.
say?
I think some chick like was like feeling him up in public or something like that.
Here, how do I make a poll? Because I want to make a poll. Give me a second.
I don't know if like I don't know if some chick was like giving me a hard time or like filling me up, I probably wouldn't make a scene either because it's like I want to get on with my day, bro.
Right.
We got
Oh,
things to do, and it's like, yo, don't touch me, please. Or, I don't know. If you like, here's the thing: if you do make a scene, you'd have to follow through with it.
I agree.
I don't know.
I don't see Red Pill do that. You guys
Alright.
believe that Black Pill in the official? Can't even spell today. It's like
I
I'm
don't
doing
know.
the
What do
poll
you
right quick.
guys
I want to do
think?
the poll.
What do you guys think? If some like lady was like feeling you up in public, but you had shit to do, like let's say it was, I don't know. Let's say it could be like any lady, you know. No, what would you do? And you had like shit to do. You didn't want to mess with it right now. What would you guys do? Would you like freak out? Be like, get the fuck off me, you stupid bitch, you stupid cunt. Or would you guys be like, ah, don't
You
touch me.
vulture.
You fucking vulture. You fucking Harvey, get the fuck out of my face. Like,
Hey, Rishi, do you see a poll? Can you see if it's up?
yeah, there's a poll.
Yeah, please let me know, based on what you guys heard so far, do you guys believe that the black pill is beneficial, right? I'm going to ask another question later. I'm going to ask another question later on. I'm sounding like a Brooklyn dude. What the fuck? Anyway, do you have anything else so far when it comes to this conversation? Because there is a lot to unravel.
I think you should have added like a third answer. You should have said sorta.
Sorta. Yeah, I could have.
Because a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
guys have that opinion and they're forced to say yes.
Okay, I'll send another poll later on, guys. Later on, I'll send another poll.
Maybe at the end.
Yeah, at the end. I'll ask again later. Call. Okay. Can you spam the StreamYard?
Sure.
This conversation is very important. I feel that a lot of people, they're afraid or they just don't know about the black pill, and I think this needs to be resolved. That guy Pete, he gave a very good explanation. I want to see other perspectives. See what's going on so far with the voting. I see.
I hope we have a sub 5 call in. The sub 5 incel.
Yeah, that will be a good one.
That would be a good one.
All right, we're going to move on to the next caller. Username NPC, what's going on?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
What's going on, Poonie T?
Puniti.
T.
Woo, yeah. So, I'm sure you guys know about the gist of the questions I'm about to ask. What is your... Yes, definitely, yeah. What is your definition or perspective of the black pill?
Well, of course, the black pill is nihilism, without a doubt. And the way that I honestly see the black pill, not only the Devin Stack black pill, not only political black pill, but I think in the way that we're talking about it right now is actually I don't think anyone's mentioned him yet. It's this guy named Face and LMS. He does kind of like incel black pill kind of stories. And that is where I think you guys are kind of like moving into the definition of like, sub 5 incels, like just mad at the world, the whole deal. And if you want like that real perspective, Face and LMS on YouTube, he does like Wednesday streams. That would be the way to go. But my perspective, try not to dox myself here, but I live in Hawaii. I'm a white guy in Hawaii.
It's very expensive over there.
Extremely. Oahu just had its water supply tainted by Navy jet fuel. So we're actually about to be in a super water crisis.
Oh, no.
Super water crisis.
Because I went over there for an exercise for the military, and when I saw the prices, I was like, fuck this.
But I'm going to try and keep this short because, I'm one of those people, I'll just talk for hours about this stuff. I don't want to be that
it's all
kind of
good,
guy.
man. Hey, take your time. Take your time.
But where I was getting at, Kay, the whole Face and LMS stuff, okay? All through high school, because, white people are kind of the minority in Hawaii, I had just always assumed that I was just an undesirable person because social isolation has led to like me being not like socialized. You know what I mean? So it was
Yeah.
really hard for me to, you know, kind of attract the opposite sex, especially when everyone is kind of like demonizing you, anything you do, you know. So I'm definitely relatable on that kind of side of things, right? And but what I was getting at is that my black pill definitely isn't like there is no hope. My like perspective on the black pill is not that there is no hope in relationship status, but there is no hope in helping these people get away from judging people from their looks or judging people because of their, you know, race or their creed or whatever. It's just human nature. It's complete human nature to
Yeah,
do
I
this
agree.
stuff.
I agree with that. I agree.
And, you know, instead of taking the black pill as in like give up, it's like take the black pill as in, you know, there's just some people you can't help. Don't help them. There's just going to be a drag on your life. And, you know, like, especially with this whole past 2 years thing, I'm figuring out so many people that I deeply respected, just, you know, they don't really have things like going on in their life that, you know, like open themselves to seeing the totalitarianism, to seeing the you know, kind of like the discrimination. I cannot stand discrimination. It really hurts me to see people just kind of like picking on each other over like, you know, stupid stuff like statuses and, you know, opinions and stuff. It's really sad. But going back to the black pill, sorry, I'll talk about this stuff for hours. I'm gonna try and make it short.
Before you continue,
Yeah. What's up?
this comment: black pill equal incel rage. How do you feel about that one? Like, tell me your perspective.
So I was definitely in incel rage during high school, without a doubt. Like, you know, when you're in that incel rage, it's really hard for you to like rationalize with people that, you know, are like socially accepted. And there's just, you know, it's really hard to pull out of that black hole because, you know, you just kind of look at your other socially unadapted friends doing the same thing and you're like, now it's in a big club, you know, oh, we're all, you know, kind of socially unacceptable and, you know, like we all can relate. So, you know, they're wrong. Where as I'm figuring out, you know, day by day, it's not that anyone's wrong or right. It's that, you know, the Undead Chronic, my man, definitely woke me up to this one, you know, not necessarily MGTOW as in, you know, ignore women, but understand their nature. And,
You shouldn't
you
be
know,
mad about that.
yeah, you shouldn't. And I hate to say play the game or like play the role, but there's just no better way to explain it, man. You really just have to, you know, kind of put yourself out there in a attractive way, and then they just come to you. It's just, you know, it's not the focus. It is, you know, secondhand. It just comes to you. And the second that I stopped caring, the second I got out of high school and I was just like hanging out with other people, you know, people not in my little Filipino high school, it got a whole lot easier, you know, like heading to town, you know, meeting town friends, and it was just easy. It was just, but like, that's the real white pill, in my opinion, is that like, if you just change your perspective, go to a different place, you know, kind of like change your situation, change your environment, your setting, things would get a whole lot better.
But just to clarify, you do know why the black pill exists, right?
I mean, of course, you know, because like I was saying, I hope you guys know who this guy Face LMS is. Like, he is literally like the perfect example of, I mean, and he's not really even an incel either. He's just kind of put in a setting where, you know, he didn't really have that much success with women. And a lot of people that are, you know, like you're saying sub fives, they really like lose hope because women, find them undesirable. But where I was coming from is that I think there's a big group of people that are black-pilled just because of their setting, where I think if they just, broaden their horizons, actually started working on their health, a lot of that would just go away. And, having some money doesn't hurt either.
That's true. So to end this good conversation, because you definitely have a similar perspective on the black pill. What do you have for the Warband when it comes to the black pill philosophy?
Don't buy into it, man. For real. I've gotten sucked into it before. Nihilism is a bitch. You literally, there's nothing progressive out of it. You're not going to make any personal development out of it. There's a stage where you have to go through it. I've heard a bunch of people talk about this through the past streams, that it's almost like a phase everyone has to go through. But when you come out the other side, you're so much better of a person for it. And don't dwell on it, man. Just don't. The more you dwell on it, the more damaging it is.
All right, man. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you for sharing your perspective. And based on what you're saying, this won't be the last live stream I'm going to speak about Black Pill. I'll explain in a bit. Thank you very much for joining.
Yeah, thank you for the invite, man. You guys are awesome. Freaking best Warband, man. Undead Chronic, my man.
Yeah, that guy, just hitting the gym and slaying Puniti. That's what that's all he does. He's that man,
Best way out of the black pill, I'll tell you that. There's only 4 ways that men get out of the black pill, and I think it's self-explanatory.
Oh, thank you for joining, man, and Puniti.
Puniti. You guys have a good one.
Peace. So, how do you feel about the entire conversation, Rishi? I want to know your thoughts.
I don't think some people have come in, but I think they just come in with their own definitions. If there's anything different about it.
It's okay to have different perspectives, but I wish a couple of the callers, they stay within the core definition.
Yeah. The thing is, the way I see it is there's a lot more guys becoming nihilists than guys being JC. But I don't know. I think it's just overall, a reason. I think it's just, you know what it is? I think it's just an excuse for most guys. It's they don't actually believe in it, but they just use it to as a reason to give up, pretty much.
I definitely agree. And that guy, Pete, he put it in perspective, there are that type of group of people. They have no choice because there's a few amount of men out there, When I say few, I mean around the world. So I'm assuming at least a million or 2 of them. They have no choice but to be incel. They have no choice but to be black pill because no matter what they do, there are going to be women that's not going to be attracted to them. Maybe they'll be attracted to their income, depending on what family they come from. But in general, they're not going to look your way. So I agree with that, Sir Pete. When it comes to that, I agree. But to end the live stream, right? First, we're going to read the super chats because I had a few people today donate, and I am very grateful for that. I'm going to start doing that from now on. I'm definitely going to start reading super chats at the end. What means it's not correct? What are you talking about? Oh, you motherfucker. Oh man, I'm gonna get to my phone because my computer's being stupid. You go, Rishi?
Yeah.
All right.
Is there any super chats?
Yes.
I'm waiting for that. Is there like any messages then, or are they just
A
sending
few,
money?
a few of them. Yes.
All right, let's
Let
go
me.
through them then.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but my computer's being stupid. So I will say, uh, HCH. If you know who I'm talking about when I say the first letters, ACH. I appreciate your willingness to hear others' perspective. Oh, it's Mr. Pliskin. My bad. Mr. Pliskin, thank you for the generous $20 donation. That's going to go towards a very good artwork that I'm looking forward to. I appreciate that 100%. JR, he donated money, no message. So thank you, JR, for donating. Any cent that's donated to the Warband or to the channel is greatly appreciated, no doubt, because it's just a beginning, okay? The Warband, we're thinking long term. All we're doing is we're just spreading the word of the Warband. That's all we're doing. And right now, things are looking up. Ain't that right, Rishi?
Yep.
Okay. Bam, bam. And I'm going to read one more. His initials is CN. For a good old 2-pack of old English and some change. Man, that's some OG shit. I don't know people like that drinking old English anymore. Do you, Rishi?
I don't think I do.
That's some old school shit.
Yep.
Oh, man. But, Rishi, can you give your thoughts before I get my thoughts? I have to go get my dog right quick.
All right, I'll give my thoughts.
Yep, and give me 1 minute.
1, 2. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yes, I haven't really changed my stance on this. Like, there are some guys that might need looks maxing, but I don't think that's the majority of guys. I think the majority of guys is by their nature average guys. And literally all they need to do is take the red pill and go that path. It's like Pete said, being black pilled is an option for them. And ultimately, it's just an excuse to not achieve. You know what I mean? So I don't feel bad for guys who are like average and they're like black pilled. And honestly, like I don't really care. I don't really care if like a guy can pull box. I think a guy shouldn't even give up in general in life to get, to basically like stop living. You know what I mean?
Rishi, give me 1 second. You gotta comment.
Why do they need to take the red pill? Because it'd just be better for them to take the red pill first of all, to like work out, to lift, to have confidence about themselves. If they want to date, but you know, red pill. We say all these things like red pill, black pill. Like literally, all I want guys to do is just improve themselves for them. If they need women to be the motivator, then fine, whatever. But there's life beyond dating. There's life beyond pussy, bro.
It's all good.
Provide an experience that made you red pill. Dude, have you checked out the world right now? We've been getting fucking red pills like crazy. Like, you can look on mainstream news, you can see somebody like fucking Will Smith getting reamed out, crying on national television because Jada fucking dumped his ass.
Yep. Jeff Bezos getting divorced. Bill Gates getting divorced. What's her name? Who's the famous? Who plays Selena?
Selena, what?
Jennifer Lopez on her 5th or 6th engagement. How you guys not recognizing that? How you guys not recognizing that this is literally female nature at its finest?
No,
Why will
Moss.
you purposely put yourself in that situation to lose?
Bro, I'm not. No, Moss. I'm not saying to jerk off or buy a sex doll. Like, I'm not saying that. But it's like everything is sexual. Well, how do I get pussy? How do I feel good? How about you just live life? You know, there's a guy named Nikola Tesla. He didn't get any fucking box at all, but he revolutionized the world. All he had was a fucking pet bird. There's more ways to live than getting boxed, dude.
Pet bird.
For real. Like, I don't know. Just live your lives. Just enjoy being alive. Like,
Hey.
have fun. Shit.
One of our greatest athletes, inventors, all that craziness is from men focusing on themselves.
Yeah, play fucking, COD with the boys, or not even COD. COD's cut. Play Halo with the boys. I mean, go, like, I don't know, dude. Just go
Well,
do something satisfying with your life.
here's a couple examples. Nikola Tesla, Isaac Newton, who died a virgin.
Yeah. It's like,
Not saying you can't get boxed, but life is way more important than that.
I'm tired of these guys. Pussy is everything. If I don't get pussy, I'm not a man. You're just a fucking. I'm gonna stop before I actually go in on these guys.
It's only a select few men. I mean, the small men, small amount of men. I will understand why they have that mentality, okay? Because they literally from birth until now, they had no chance. That's the only group of men I will be like, all right, I see why you're black pill. Everybody else that's able to get any type of punini, that's able to go to the gym, that's able to get a job, that's able to get a house, a wife, a cat, a dog, or whatever. If you have the ability to do that, right? Now, I'm not recommending marriage. This is just hypothetical.
The sad thing is that all I hear is add on, bro.
Like, bro, instead of you bitching about it, why not go to the gym? Men and women are different. We're not going to just like cry with you if something goes wrong with your life.
Dog. Like, just like, what does it matter? Like, what does it matter? You're only gonna have one life. After you fucking die, that's it. There's no fucking resurrection spells.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna spend it, bro? Are you gonna bang your head against the wall trying to get pussy? Are you gonna be like, oh, why doesn't anyone love me? Or are you just gonna enjoy your life? Shit.
Yeah. And Free Ross, I want to say excuse to have a legitimate reason. Those are the type of people I'm talking about. They have a legitimate reason why they think in that manner. And I really do not blame them.
Yeah, those dudes get a pass, Free Ross. But like, we're talking about the guys who just want to be like
able-bodied men.
Or just like, whatever. Okay, I get it. It's tough out here. Tinder, online dating has changed the game. Now chicks, think they can get with any man despite where they are on the scale. You know?
It's insane, man. And to put in my point of the situation, my summary, it's okay. I'm not saying a man is not allowed to show emotions. It's
Experience.
okay for a man to show emotions. It's okay
All right,
for a
I
man
have
to doubt themselves. It's okay for a man to feel weak. Okay, it's okay if a man is in despair. We all go through that. Every single one of us go through that at one point of our lives. What's
Alright.
fucking unacceptable? What is unacceptable is when a man decides to lay down there and accept it.
All right, here it comes. No
What's
more
up?
child support.
Oh, come on, bro.
He's
trying
asking
to
me
get my.
the same question. You know, I'm just gonna answer him. I didn't learn through
No.
experience. I didn't learn. I
Do
saw.
you want him to come on the? Do you want him to come on the chat, like legit?
No, I'll probably get angry at him for real. I don't want to. I don't want to get you in trouble, Yeetus.
No, it's all good. But let
like,
me.
let me just answer his question.
All right, which
I
one?
learned
Which one?
through
Where is it?
observation.
Is it this one?
No, it's the one above.
Hold up.
I learned through observation. I learned
okay.
about red pill makedown stuff by first getting to pickup artistry to get better girls, but then I realized that was bullshit once I watched Sandman. But what really red pilled me was watching Me Too all go down.
So no my support. So if Sir Yeetus and Risha can provide their experience that made them red pill, why they embrace it. So I not only I don't embrace red pill, but I do accept their philosophy on top of MGTOW. I accept both philosophies. But I will give you an experience right quick, okay?
Yeah.
Which I explained a million times before, right? When I was 18 in high school, senior year, I had this one girl, right? I made sure she was all good, ready to go. Had her, made sure, she has something like new clothes or, give her a little gift, making sure that she's in the most pristine stage of her life so far. Okay, this is in my blue pill sipping days. I was blue. So after I did all that, I made sure she was all good. I made sure she was a-okay in the expense of myself. Okay, I sacrificed what I needed to do for her because that's in the end. That's what I was taught when it comes to relationships.
All right, no.
So wait.
You want to come on? Fine, then come on. Come on, then.
Wait, hold
come
up.
on to the show.
Hold up. I gotta finish.
All right, go ahead and finish.
So no my child support. How are you going to question my red pill experience? Okay, I would not be here if I didn't have an experience. So after I made sure that my girl, when I was 18 years old, was good, it turns out that her friend came to me one day in the common area, if you know what the common area is, told me, hey, your girl was doing this and this and that. Turns out she was cheating on me with 2 dudes within the same week. So when I went over to confront her, she just laughed in my motherfucking face. She laughed in my face. Do you know how much rage and confusion I had at that time? That's when my red pill rage started to begin. But eventually, when I started surfing through YouTube, that's when I discovered Sandman. And then after a few videos of Sandman, that's when my red pill rage truly began for 2 weeks. But eventually, I accepted that, hey, that's female nature. I accepted reality for what it is. So that was my introduction to the red pill. And red pill literally is accepting reality for what it is, whether it's females with dating or just society in general and how they are against men. That's what red pill is.
No moss. First of all,
No moss, I
don't give a fucking shit. All right, I don't care about these little metaphors.
I just
We're
told
on
you.
here to help guys. All right, No
No,
can
Moss, what are you
argue
talking about,
about
bro?
definitions all fucking day. I don't care. I'm living my life day to day. I don't fucking care. I wake up, I do art, I do this show, and I play games. And I work on myself. I fucking work out. I don't really care about women, honestly. But you know what? I want guys to have a better life. And if it's going MGTOW, going red pill, going black pill to get surgery on them, fine. But I don't think everyone needs to be black pilled. I don't think they need to when they don't. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say to you? What are you trying to prove?
Wait, hold up. What do you mean we getting too angry? What do you mean? We're clearly giving our experiences, answering his question, and he's not accepting it whatsoever. What are you talking about? We don't need Chronic. What are you talking about? Because Chronic will roast the fuck out of him.
I'm just saying you're just like annoying. Like I'm trying. I don't care.
If you think that I'm angry right now, y'all don't know what the fuck angry is. Especially you, Tal the Sendin. You don't know what anger is. All right?
All right, whatever.
You know what? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Because you clearly don't know what angry is.
But hey, do you want to hop on the show and discuss this? I know Thrall doesn't.
Oh,
he doesn't want to speak.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hop. Tal want to defend so much, but he ain't trying to hop in the call-in. Hop in the call-in. Just hop in. Come on. Can you spam for me?
Yeah, I'll spam. I'm just saying, dude.
Both of y'all get on because clearly you guys aren't getting it, okay? Just because we have a different perspective doesn't mean that you can be like, oh, you don't know what do you mean, red pill? Oh, give me your experiences. Give me the stats.
Chronic is too drunk. That's probably true. But
get on the stream. I mean, get on the call-in.
No Moss called in a while ago as JC. Why did he change his name though?
What?
If that is true. Okay, whatever.
Are you No Moss?
No Moss?
Yeah, that's it.
So, what's the issue with us giving you your experience when it comes to the red pill?
Well, I live by a philosophy, and it goes, you cannot know a man's house. I mean, you cannot trust a man unless you know his house.
So,
do you agree with that?
Wait. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, like for instance, YouTube and a lot of platforms, right? As I explained earlier when we were talking, that there's a lot of platforms that just regurgitate, things just because I heard it and they just pass it on.
So, do you think I'm regurgitating right now?
No, I think that's why I'm asking. I don't make conclusions on that unless I first assess the situation. I can't just say you're regurgitating or not, right? That's why I asked. It had nothing to do with me trying to bash you or diminish you or anything like that. That's what I'm saying. And I okay. Go ahead, Rishi. You're gonna say something?
No, I accidentally pushed my microphone for a second there. My bad. Go ahead. Keep on talking.
So the question I have for everybody, right, is you embrace or you came to the knowledge of the quote unquote red pill philosophy because you were rejected by one female or by females, correct?
Not rejected. I was cheated on.
I think he's talking about me.
Either or.
Kind of, but like honestly, dude.
Yeah, because I'm like, hey, I don't understand what the fuck her female nature is. Why the fuck did she do that to me, right? When I was making sure everything was okay in her neighborhood, I didn't give her no reason to even cheat on me in the first place. I wasn't an abuser. I wasn't, being an asshole. I wasn't neglecting her. Why would she cheat on me? So when I was confused, I went over to YouTube when I went home, and then I eventually discovered Sandman. And when I watched a few of his videos, I'm like, holy shit, this is some bullshit. That's when the red pill rage started kicking in for 2 weeks.
All right, but like with me, like I was in high school, Chad. I didn't get pussy in high school, and when I was entering college, it was around 2000 and I think it was 2018 when I started digesting some of this stuff. It was around 2018 I got into like pickup artistry, and I was like, all right, I want to get with girls. And then I discovered like MGTOW, red pill, black pill, and I want to say I was pretty black pilled back then. I wasn't like Yeetus where he's just like red pill, then he just like got over it in like 2 weeks. I was pretty black pilled for a long time, but then recently I just came. None of this fucking shit matters, you know.
So
Like
what's the
wanting
point?
like what's
What's
the point in like saying sad and not living my life? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and JC, what is the? Do you disagree with what we went through, or what's the point of this situation?
Okay, so I'm gonna answer both questions. I don't disagree. I agree with you because as I explained my situation in the past, right? You know, I was cheated on and left by some like she changed me for a loser. Make sense? And I fought the state. I mean, I literally got threatened with the life of my children and I when I went to go recover my children. Okay, and so it was, it's a situation that we're like you're looking for answers. Wait a minute, where do I go from here? Things like that. So you think you hop on YouTube University or Google University and you try to find answers, and that's how we come across these channels. So that's why I'm not out here,
Yeah.
trying to be like, oh, I'm superior or I'm inferior, because nobody is.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, we came to the red pill knowledge because of rejection, something that we thought we had already mastered, right? But we really didn't. Because I mean, I wasn't what you said, a high school or school chat, but I never had problem with women um, like that. So when this happened to me, I was like, wait a minute. No, I'm not Hispanic. I'm Mexican. There's a big difference between Latino, Hispanic, and Mexican. So, anyways,
But that's the
so
only reason.
yeah,
That's the
that's the
one
only
time
reason.
deal. I never had to deal with that situation again. She was just a hoe.
Right. And so, you think the most virginal, that doesn't wear makeup kind of woman, will never cheat on you, will the hypergamy thing won't happen, right? You think you have everything secure, and while you're walking down the street with your family, there's other women throwing themselves at you and whatnot. It's just like, well, cheating is normal, right? And then getting home and listening to the bitch rant about how, oh, those women over there, they like you. Obviously, it's like you got to calm it down, give her a little pounding to put her to rest and move on with your life so you can go play with the kids, right? That's at least that's how my life was when I was married and all that stuff.
Uh, Give me a
So
second. Free Ross, what do you mean by that? Well, what do you mean by the difference? Well, let me know what you mean.
Yeah. It's
All
like
right,
I
go ahead.
honestly I don't really care about like these labels. Honestly, I just want to help guys. In fact, if you remember, I think we were in the show. MGTOW Gear, you remember him, Sir Yeetus?
Yes.
I pretty much acted as like a pipeline to get him into better hands with a group of men interested in helping each other. So I think he's gonna come out okay. But like I don't I don't really care about being right, dude. I just want to help guys either that was in the headspace as me or like just coming into the world that don't know this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't care which philosophy you accept. I really don't. I understand that people will be taking certain things from each philosophy. That's understandable. That's how it's supposed to be for any ideals. But when it comes to black pill and the definitions that I've read, and that guy Pete, he explained it a lot better, right? It's for the people that's actually fucked from the beginning when it comes to having any type of future relationships or anything. They're literally fucked since birth. That is the only time I will say, you know what, I see why you're black pill. But everybody else that's able bodied and just using black pill as a crutch, I don't accept.
I I don't think that's what is it? That's basically people who you would say they're physically or whatever the reason may be, fuck
Physically, mentally. How the
with
fuck
attracting
are you going to
females.
say that? Oh, no girl wants to date me. No girl wants to this. Blah blah blah. And then you just don't try anymore. As a man, that's very unacceptable. And in
I,
some instances, it's downright offensive.
and I
Like,
thought
what
the
do you mean you're
definition
going
for
to give
that,
up?
I thought the definition for that was to go monk mode. Well, because
No,
see, I've been
black
following.
pill. Literally, I looked again. It's pretty much nihilism. They can look it up. They can look it up right now. Multiple websites and stuff. It's nihilism, but they incorporate dating with it as well when it comes to nihilism. Of what's the point?
Well, let's be more specific than that. We're talking about dating when we talk about black pill. Black pills,
Well, that's
the
what I said.
definition of black pill is like we all have immutable traits, and whatever we can't do, we can't change our number that was
Which is
assigned
fine,
to
like
us.
what that guy Pete said. The height or whatever, or how long your wee wee is, you know, that all right, that's fine. But it pisses me the fuck off when guys are actually able bodied and when one or two girls rejected them, they go straight to the fucking black pill. Like fuck that.
Well,
You men can't afford to get into that victim mentality. You know,
so
it works for men, it works for women. Don't get me wrong, but if you're actually able-bodied in the sense of you're not short, you don't have a little wee wee, and how you say you can socialize with people. Why are you gonna go into that mentality if one or two girls start to reject you or something like that? Like, why will you go to that point? It's insane. That's when I say that's unacceptable.
yeah,
Oh.
I agree with you. I agree with you because what is it? If you have the possibility, see, ever since I was a little kid, I'm gonna share. I'm very selfish.
I gotta stop you,
I talk-
JC.
I
Under
I talk,
Chronic.
I talk a lot, right?
No, I just saw Under Chronic's.
Yeah, I saw him too. I
yeah.
wish he would join us, right?
I wish too, but he's hungover.
Yeah. But he's
Receive
hungover, so he's dealing with his headache. So ever since I was in grade school, right, I always said, if he can do it, why can't I? And that has always been my mindset, right? So that's why I'm saying, if I was to put kind of like a philosophy, such in this case, when I look at it, when I read about certain characters, like in this case the Bible, I use the Bible because that's what most people usually quote in this red pill community, right? And they're very well aware of King Solomon. He may sound like he's nihilistic, like, oh, it's over, right? But it's not really that it's over. He's telling you, okay, look, after all the experiences that I found, having 700 and something women, half of them my concubines, the other ones, I consider my wives, in our tradition, and all the wealth that I acquired, all the builders that I brought to work, all the masons and whatnot. I found out that all of that, no matter what, at the end of the day, I'm going to the dust where I came from, and I'm going, quote unquote, the spirit, that was given to me by the creator, who's a spirit. I'm going back to him. So at the end of the day, all of it, I concluded that it's nothing more than vexatiousness of spirit and vanity. So does that sound nihilistic to you? Like basically what he says, that everything is vexatiousness of spirit and vanity.
In the sense of, so that's the question. Do you believe that life has no meaning?
No, life has every piece of meaning.
So when it comes to nihilism, do you believe certain aspects of life has no meaning?
No,
So you believe
everything has a
everything
meaning.
in life has meaning.
Everything has a meaning. Yes.
So that pretty much contradicts the black pill.
No, because what is it? Again, it depends where you're getting your research from. Like I said, if
Okay.
where I come from, like where I see it from, and my position is, for instance, you look at your phone and you got a black screen, right? So there's black. So what? So if you want to see the light, all the other colors, well, you got to remove that black, right? The blackness of the screen. Does that make sense? So if you really want to see everything else, from a philosophical standpoint, in my perspective, again, this is my perspective. I don't go for the mainstream media stuff, right? Because I'm still growing. I can't say I know it all. I'll be a fool if I say that, and it's only to my own personal detriment. But so the
God, I'm gonna have to completely stop you right here because
okay.
this is a very momentous occasion. The
Whatever.
one, the only, Underchronic.
Yo, am I still drunk? Or did that guy just say we need to remove black people?
You're drunk,
I
bro.
clicked the screen. It's just like, we need to remove black. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I love
Dude, put it down, man.
What's going on, Underchronic? What's going
Oh,
on,
I'm
man?
so fucked. I can't even get out of my damn house to get a burger. I stood up this morning at, I don't even know, fucking like 10 a.m. And I was like, nope, still drunk. Got to get back into bed. Put my ass back into bed. And I got up and I'm like drinking a coffee. I'm like, nah, man, I ain't going to get shit done today.
Oh, so you actually went to the bar?
Yeah, I went to the bar and I was talking to some bald bitches. It was a good night.
Some bald bitches.
That's right. You know what it
Oh,
is.
shit.
You know what it is.
But
have you seen? You watch a lot of South Park, Yeetus, or no?
yes.
What about you, Rishi? Have you seen a lot of South Park?
I haven't seen the newer stuff.
There's like one old episode where like Cartman like wants to run the Confederacy again, so he gets all the adults drunk perpetually on schnapps. That was literally my night last night. I was getting so hammered, and I kind of like had like a sobering moment for 30 minutes. And then my boys came in like, there he is. I'm like, oh shit. So we took Jaeger bombs, fucking vodka. I was starting with beer, but ended up with hard liquor, and it was not wise decision, Yeetus. But how long have you guys been streaming? 3 hours? I'm very proud.
Yeah, 3 hours, man.
In, trolling you, coming out, like trying to rejuvenate my kidneys, not working.
Rejuvenate.
No, but you guys are having a good conversation here. I don't mean to barge in.
No.
Shout
Hey,
out.
stay as long as you want, man. This is the first time ever. I don't give a fuck.
It is. I haven't come on and talked some shit before.
Oh, second time ever, I think. I don't know.
Dude, I went on you guys heard of Rayshard Brooks? He's like another red pill big towel guy that does shorts. And he was like reviewing Tinder profile. I shared the video. He's reviewing Tinder profiles yesterday. And I just jumped in like the StreamYards, and he was like, that's not Undead Chronic. That's just some guy trolling me. And I sat in this back room for like 30 minutes, and they finally let me in. I was like, hello, thank you.
Did your team win?
Oh, dude, all my team. Well, my wallet won. I was making bets, so that's why I was very happy.
All right, Undead Chronic, if you want to stay for a few more minutes, just if you want to stay around for a bit. JC, can you finish your topic?
Yeah, finish your topic, man. I'll mute myself and get some more coffee. Don't mind me here.
All right, Rishi, take over, please.
Oh, of course.
Go ahead, JC.
Yeah. So what I was saying, right? I think one of the things that I focus or that has gotten me to basically place my position on the so-called Blackpill philosophy is, we all go through these stages in life, right? At the end of the day, you come to a place where you're like, wait a minute, what is the meaning of life? What is the meaning? For instance, you got if you look at the pickup artists, right? Which I've watched a lot of those channels too, because it's like, wait a minute, what they do is like when you look at like Sandman and stuff like that, the stuff like, all of us came across when, we went through a specific point in time where we had a question to be answered, right? In this case, why did this bitch do this to me, or why did this bitch act this way at this particular point in life? You name it, that part. And so we wanted those answers. So while you're searching for those answers, of course, back then YouTube used to throw you a bunch of pickup artists, videos out there, and people selling you a bunch of nonsense, right? That's great and dandy. But I didn't go through the pickup artists, whatever phase, but I did see, as I watched some of those videos, that they themselves, there was a guy called the Tao of Badass or something like that. He ended up being this spiritual guy at the end of the day. Did that make him Blackpill? I think so, in a way, because he was trying to find, and I think that's what the pickup community is. They're trying to find meaning to their life through women. There are people who try to find meaning through a specific, passion that they have in life, and nothing wrong with it. But I think not finding passion about your own personal life and seeing everything else, such as like, for instance, play guitar, you like guns, you like to go fishing, you like to build an engine, you like to be out there with your what is it? For instance, I'm a rancher, right? We have cattle and a lot of land, so that keeps us pretty busy, both in Mexico and in Texas. So it's like, so that busy life, right? Well, I guess what I'm trying to explain is I don't find my cattle to be my main focus. As like, it's something that I can come here and say, like, I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee, I'm gonna grab a drink, same thing. I'm gonna spend time with my cattle, or I'm gonna go fix a fucking fence that they broke down. I'm gonna spend time with my dogs, with you name it. See, I'm gonna spend time with bitches. I'm gonna have me.
Wait, you're surrounded by cattle?
I'm sorry, what?
You're surrounded by cattle?
Yes, cattle.
Bro, are you an American? Because these bitches out here are so large and girthy. I feel like I'm on a farm too. Quick interjection here, Yeetus. Can you do me a huge favor?
Yeah.
Can you ask another poll? And I want it to be, what's the best way to get over a hangover? And I want the options to be coffee, playing Minecraft, getting a burger, or the fourth one is watching Warband streams. If you could do that, I'd be much obliged. But continue, JC. Continue here.
Yeah. No, but to your point, man. Yeah, sadly in America and most of these westernized areas, not just America itself, right? Oh man, dude, I don't know if I'm at my farm or not when I see these women walking down the street. That's and that's another thing as to why, like, wait a minute, should I continue trying to search for puniti, or what I mean? It's kind of like I restrained my urge. Like, for instance, I got 2 bottles when I got out of jail in 2018, 2019. I bought 2 bottles. It was vodka and what is it? And Jack. Those bottles are still there. I got my pack of cigarettes that I smoked. They're still there. In other words, within a month or so, I was able to restrain myself from going that direction of finding a coping mechanism or escapism, right? So it's kind of like I want to say, like, well, I can't abandon my restraints because some bullshit happened to me. I was the quote unquote victim of society itself, right? So gotta move on, gotta make it forward, and that's what I did, man. I mean, it's wow. So I guess it's what I'm saying is my constant experiences and my welcoming of challenges that life is going to bring while I'm still on this earth that makes me thrive, that makes me want to continue forward. And I think that's part of the of why I say I embrace the black pill thing, because I know it's vanity. All that bullshit is vanity, regardless of what it is. But I don't get to decide when. Well, I do get to decide when my life ends. If I want to grab a gun right now, shoot myself, or hang myself, whatever, poison myself, that may be it. But that's not what I want, because you know what? If I do that, it's an act of cowardice. So while I'm still alive, I take another. If I have another breath, another pulse in my veins, I'm gonna keep making the best of it, right? That life is a bitch, of course. But what do I choose? To be upset at life being a bitch with me, or do I just fuck it?
You
See what I'm
choose to
saying?
persevere.
I don't know.
Yeah, under
sound
chronic.
you don't really sound like you're embracing black pill to me then.
Hey,
bro.
under chronic. Hold up. Before we begin,
Oh.
I got play Minecraft, watch Warband videos. What's the other 2?
Get a burger, and the fourth one could be make tea. I was gonna say, you don't really sound very black pill, man. Because you're like, again, you have a purpose here. Like you're on your purpose, you're on your grind.
But
I feel like an essential part of black pill is being like, the purpose of every man in life is to get pussy, and since I can't get pussy because X, Y, and Z, my life is meaningless. That's just so, that's what I get from black pill. Someone's has their speakers up. And I don't know what your purpose is, but I'm saying it doesn't sound like you're hopeless.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to. I'm coming from the position the black pill is not with the narrative that is to be pushed out there to be hopeless. No, society is
Well,
decay.
I guess that's like the big problem, because again, I say this on my channel all the time. Take 10 different black pillars or black pill YouTubers, and they all have a different definition of it, right? But the colloquial, like what the definition that most people use is, it's kind of like, since I'm genetically deficient for whatever reason and I can't get pussy, embrace the black pill. There's no point in trying. And that's just what I'm going off of the big major black pill YouTube channels. And I don't know, like, maybe if you made a YouTube channel and you put these positions up there and you got bigger, that'd be the real black pill. But for now, the real black pill is, as I stated, not saying that you're wrong. It's just your twist on it, But I definitely wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't describe it. I wouldn't self-describe as black pill because people latch onto labels and meanings. Like dudes will latch onto MGTOW early on, like a couple years ago, and like, I'm more MGTOW than you. I'm MGTOW. And then you get dudes out here dating, dudes out here having children saying they're MGTOW. I'm like, you don't have to be MGTOW. Like, you don't have to be black pill. You don't have to embrace that terminology. It's not like, it's like all the dudes who, and when I get new content creators for the Warband, I always tell them, I'm like, well, if you're not MGTOW, even if you're just flirting with it, if you think you're not going to do it, don't take that label, because these labels restrict you. And I'm not sure what your deal is, but I've seen other guys and other YouTube content creators. Like right now, we have an infestation of pickup artist simps just slapping red pill on everything they do and say, because they want the red pill clout. They want that reputation, but they're not really red pill. Yeah, well, I'm saying, like, pretending that you're alpha enough and you're going to teach dudes how to get laid, and then literally buying your fiance off seeking arrangements. That's fresh and simp. That's not red pill, right? And I'm not sure what your position is, but some people will find a community, find a brotherhood in black pill. They're not really black pill, but they'll keep on saying they're black pill. And it's like, well, there's other way. You can keep your friends. You can keep that unity. Like, you don't have to. I'm just saying, like, for me, I don't see you as black pill.
Well, then again, it goes to the definition, right? Like, for instance, you got some of these people embracing the so-called red pill label. And what do? They teach you pickup artists the concepts, correct? Are those people really red pill, or they're just a blue pill with, trying to use the stamp of the philosophy? Because red pill, like we said, is basically the awareness of hypergamy.
But the position you're in, if we apply that to your position, are you saying that, like, all the major black pill YouTubers are just using black pill for clout? Like, I kind of, yeah, I don't know. I think that throughout this history, you're just fighting a losing battle with that one, right? You're like standing alone in the sea of black pill ideologues, and that's not like an insult. People who push black pill, and you're saying all these people who came before me, all these huge giants in the space, they're not actually black pill. This is black pill. And I'm like, well, you got to go out and prove it. You got to prove that you take over that definition. That's why I dropped red pill. That's why I dropped manosphere, dropped all the other labels, because you get slandered. You get misconstrued. You have people come along and, I'm red pill and I'm a simp, or I'm red pill and it's red pill to, go pick up single mothers, all that kinds of shit. So that's why I formed the Warband, primarily because, I have very strict control of who comes in and what's being pushed and that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to be misrepresented by using this pill terminology.
Sorry, I got to laugh at that. Adams,
I still use it though.
He just laughed at my entire point. He just laughed at Chronic's point.
Hey, but only red pill, MGTOW, okay? That's the only points that I cover. All right, because they're so
You
so
guys
similar.
gotta keep sending me money, or
Rishi,
I'm
I swear to
gonna
God,
turn
I'll
off
mute
the
you.
chat.
Shut up. Jesus.
So, gentlemen.
Anyway, yeah, red pill, MGTOW are the things that I am going to be covering because they're very similar, but they're only key points that are different. So I cover both.
I feel like red pill is unique in all the pills and spheres too, because its language is also co-opted by normies. Like, you'll fucking see Lauren Southern be like, I'm gonna give you a red pill on immigration. It's like, shut up, you disgusting whore. But like, you'll see like Donald Trump supporters like, I'm gonna red pill you in the wall and red pill. And even like the big red pill subreddit, it was really more close to, they had some red pill tenets, but they're also closer to like seduction or pickup artistry. And that was like a huge force of exposing people to the terminology and a lot of the values. But the red pill subreddit, if it was still around, I probably make fun of them for being like simps. They're like talking about how they can like go out and slay. Like, all the top posts are, here's a field report of how I slayed the most pussy. It's like, well, it's kind of like almost like red pill man horse.
So
Red
he's
pill
talking
pickup
about the
artists.
PUAs and stuff.
Well, I'm saying like the big red pill subreddit before it got bounced. It was weird. It was like a mixture of like actual red pill points and then a bunch of dudes saying, here's how I got my fit, went to the gym, negged bitches, and got pussy. I'm like, that's kind of the Myron Gaines-esque kind of, and that was earlier. That was like that was like a decade ago now. It was like 10 years ago they were talking about that stuff.
Yeah, 2009, 2010, actually.
Yeah, so there's definitely been a movement on that. But yeah, if you just type in red pill into YouTube, now I'll label videos red pill, MGTOW, whatever, because I want it kind of signals to that audience. Or I'll type it into YouTube to see cucks and feminists get pussy hurt over it. But I'm not like, if someone says, hey, I have a red pill content creator to show you, I'm going to be glancing at them side eye, because they need to associate themselves with that word and language. Or they, they're like, it's in their name. It's just, I'm very suspicious. It's kind of like the golden rule of YouTube. Rishi, do you know the golden rule of YouTube?
Enlighten me.
Don't piss off Susan.
Oh, no. The golden rule of YouTube is if they got coach in their name, they're 100% bitch made. No exceptions. No exceptions.
Yep, I knew he was going to bring it back up. I knew it.
Wait, I thought that was Donna Cuck. Hey, have you guys seen the art here?
Coach.
I'm gonna see if I can send you.
I heard he got demonetized.
Who, Donna Cuck?
No, Coach Greg Adams. I heard he got demonetized on his main channel.
Oh, my
no.
money is gone.
Oh, no, regret.
Send me donations.
Send me donations. I'm gonna tear out the
I was stuck the whole live stream.
I was gonna have to copy my style.
Gentlemen.
Here, I gotta send you Yeetus. I'm gonna send Rishi and Yeetus. I'm gonna send you my comic book artist rendition of
So
What are you?
of Coach
what are you
Adams.
gonna
I'd like
say?
to share something with everybody.
Discord.
Yeah,
Go
so
on.
you know how Cuck Adams, selling a book about stuff like that.
The free agent lifestyle bullshit.
Yeah. Well, one of my what you call to get rid of the so-called racial rage, when I went through the separation and the children, all that BS, right? I wrote a book, and to this day I'm still editing it, and it's just basically, about how to cope with life's bullshit. We know life is a bitch. It was an Air Force colonel who told me this. He was my junior RTC instructor in high school, and he told me, Mr. Casey, life is a bitch. And then from there, I was like, well, something is missing here. Yeah, life is a bitch. But now the question is, either you fuck it or you let it fuck you. The question is,
Can I give you a title suggestion? Can I give you a title suggestion for your book?
Yeah.
Okay. The Cope Codex.
The Codex? Why?
That's good. Cope
Codex. It's an alliteration. Oh, there you go. There's the art of Coach Adams.
Similar to like the Da Vinci Code, the Codex.
Right. So yeah, it's kind of like, you find something, like for instance, like right now we're like under Chronic, man. You're on point about this shit, man, and I agree with him like 100% on this, right? It's we find all these philosophies, and the best way to define them is, with labels and all that. But at the end of the day, grasping onto a label and saying, this is what this is who I am. I personally would say I'll be losing my own personal identity if I just say I am part of this. When I say I'm Blackpill, is saying it's not that I am a black pill or black pillar. I'm saying that the philosophy itself, it's just, embracing, knowing what the world is for what it is, what you're going to encounter, but continue moving on until the day you fucking die, because that's inevitable.
That could be described. That could be used to describe like a million ideologies, though. That doesn't
right
from anything. So it sounds like it's more your personal ideology, and you're saying that's what black pill is. Like, again, I completely disagree.
That's what I'm thinking, because red pill could be the same thing.
You just gotta type in black pill on YouTube, man. It's like if the majority of the thinkers and the fans and the self-described black pill people see something as one way, and you're like, well, my black pill is accepting the world for what it is and moving on to find a better way. That sounds like the antithesis of black pill. That sounds like the complete opposite of it. You know what I mean? Like I highly doubt if we had you on a Black Pill channel that they wouldn't rip you apart because they completely disagree with you on all those points.
Because once again,
God damn
based
it,
on what
Chronic.
I've seen on
Kevin
numerous
Peele then.
occasions, Black Pill is about nihilism. There is no
I was just
point.
saying, I just throwing something
There's
out
no
there.
meaning. There's no purpose. There's nothing. They just give up. They just chill in whatever they're chilling in, and they're just waiting for the world to go by. That's
This
nihilism.
is probably why we need to have the green pill, Chronic.
Green,
The
Green pill?
green pill.
green pill. We
Maybe
have
it's
enough-
time to add another color to the spectrum.
No, we
of
have enough
pills.
pills. I'm good.
Plenty of medicine, huh?
I like the idea of the roastosphere. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's an easy cop out. People are like, oh, you're so mean to me. I'm like, well, I am the founder of the roastosphere. Like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen up in this bitch? Also, Richie, I got home hammered, and apparently I made an omelet, but I didn't eat it. It's like sitting, it's like sitting in the kitchen. I'm like, look at all these mushrooms
made
that
an
died
omelet?
for no, all these mushrooms that died for no reason.
No.
I know. I'm like,
Did you make it
no.
with cheese, with peppers? Like, what'd you put in it?
Dude, I put spinach, artichoke hearts, mushrooms, peppers, onions, have some feta cheese on top of it. Looks like
Bro,
it looks
I will
great,
be
but it's been
mad as fuck.
oh, dude, it was sat overnight and just alone, uneaten because I was hammered. I made it, but I just didn't eat it. Like, what the hell? What kind of fucking drunk does that? I'm going to make a bunch of food and then not eat it. Like, damn it.
I've done the same thing before because I was hungry and then the liquor just kicks in at the end and you just pass the
out
fuck
with
out.
like a
Yeah.
shoe in your bed. You're like, what the hell? What the fuck is this going here?
How the hell did I even make an omelet?
I know. I was like surprised I didn't just throw the egg on the wall. I'm like, this thing looks rather structurally sound. It looks pretty good.
I do like eating myself a good amount of bacon after I'm done drinking a good amount. But JC, what is your overall explanation to the Warband when it comes to your perspective of the Black Pill? Because maybe we're not getting it. Maybe who knows? Who knows? But what would you want to say when it comes to the Black Pill to the Warband? Again, like
Accept that. Accept that. I think that's one of the things that's hindering people from living a full life is accepting that we're going to die. Or for instance, that I'm going to die. At some point, I'm going to die. Whether it's right now, whether it's 5 years, 10 years from now, 20 years, 30, I don't know, man. But one thing that's inevitable is death, right? So, because, for instance, my time is short or my time is already counted, I can't be sitting here and dwelling in like, oh my God, the world is being mean to me. Oh my God, look at them. They look at me. They try to make fun of me because I'm short. I'm Mexican, fucking big nose. That shit. But I laugh at that shit. You gotta find.
Wait, bro. Are you in Mexico?
Not right now, man. I'm in Texas.
Oh,
right
I
now.
was gonna say, like, they make fun of you for being Mexican in Mexico. That place sounds like shit.
No. I'm talking about
yeah, I just like walk into the village and like, hey, look at that Mexican. It's like, oh, you're Mexican too, bro.
Man, I'm talking about America, bro.
Even
anyway,
Mexicans don't like me.
So for this particular purpose,
I'm just kidding.
it's like, dude, why dwell on that shit, right? It's like there's so much shit to do, even in 1 minute. What can you do in 1 minute that makes you forget that you're going to die? It's not that you're going to forget it, but it's just like kind of like don't dwell on the fact that, oh, let me just sit here and wait till a fucking lightning strikes me from there. Because the girl that I wanted didn't want me. My parents treated me like shit. My teachers taught me the wrong shit. They didn't teach me fucking economics and how governments or society operates. So I gotta sit here and wait for, like, come on, bro. No, you go look for your answer. Oh, I go look for my answer because I know I'm gonna encounter a lot of bullshit but even right now I gotta go feed the dogs. But there's bullshit I gotta encounter, but I gotta go solve that problem, right? Because they need me. My puppies need me. But so it's those things right there that, fuck, man, like life has so much shit and you can do so much in 1 minute. That's what I'm saying. So in that 1 minute, I don't know, something may happen to me and I'm dead. So I accepted that I'm dead. I'm a dead man walking, but I gotta live life until I fucking die, right? That's it.
All right, man. Thank you for joining the channel again. This is the first time that somebody hops back on 2 times in a row. Very interesting.
No,
But
thanks for having me. And by the way, I wanna share something with you that Leroy Jenkins just said. Mexico does not need a PCR test or the VAXX bullshit. You're not allowed to petition for that shit. You can fly into the country or out of the country without going through all that bullshit. I think that's why a lot of people are entertaining Mexico to go live over there. I have a house there. I spend a lot of time over there too. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Can you,
that is what
can
it
you
is,
paint
man.
one of
So,
your cattle green for me?
what now?
Can you paint one of your cows green for me?
Green. Can I pay one?
Because I'll come visit if you have a green cow.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate it, guys, and it's whatever. It's like, for instance, all I can do is just share my experience, and I'm not like the ultimate authority of something. I'm not the ultimate authority of some black pill or anything. I'm just saying that black pill is not what a lot of these people are, grasping it. It's kind of like saying that Tomasi and Cuck Adams and all these people saying that they're red pill, but we know red pill is basically I've been rejected by a bitch. This is why hypergamy exists. Right? Blue pill is kind of like I live in this fucking like the American dream. You gotta be asleep to live in it, to live comfortable in it. But and until shit happens, the blue pill is still gonna keeping me asleep. That's kind of like how I see it. It's just philosophy. It's not something that like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. That's just what I think.
all right, man. Thank you for joining, and Puniti.
Puñati.
Choto.
Yeah, I mean, if the black pill means accepting death, I guess the next logical question would be like, what does that mean? The majority of men are black pill? You have families and wives, like it's whatever. And like, hey, is Coach Good Adam? Is Rollo Tomasi red pill? Yeah, that's why I'm not red pill. That's why I dropped the label. That's why I said I'm not red pill because there's so many fucking cucks in there, and they got all those like the fact that all the fans are willfully watching Fresh and Simp, and again like. I always touch that topic. I'm like, it's vulnerable young black men who are looking at these two black dudes who showcase a virtue signal success, and these young black guys don't know that those dudes are literally paying for fat white pussy, right? So they're getting led astray. I say led astray. It's not like they're learn. It's not like they're being like led into the blue pill or like being told lies because the Fresh and Simp show, they're dropping like tiny little bits of red pills. I'm not, but
I was gonna make a video about that soon, actually. About
Please,
the
oh,
recent
please, can I get a crumb of
about
red,
the
please?
recent situation with what's his name? Fresh?
Pumbaa.
I want to make a video about that. Pumbaa, yeah.
Pumbaa.
I'm gonna make a video about that because that literally the fact that everybody in the chat,
not only did he buy his whore off OnlyFans or not, off seeking arrangements, she's not even attractive. She's a fat white bitch.
I don't know, Damone.
Exactly.
She's different than other women.
And
then he
chat,
tries to kiss her on
everybody, you need to understand. Chronic predicted this last year. Before any type of scandal happened, Chronic predicted this.
Nostradamus Chronic is like, over like a cauldron and like 2 spouts of cockazink. Ooh, a frog's favorite liquor. It was like, no, I'm like putting it in. And I'm like 3 bushels of Kush and 12 band channels. Like make this magic spell like, I see the future. Cuccus Maximus Rex. I like look in, I see like Fresh and Simp. They're like, being led into the asylum to be locked up with the other cucks. Which, speaking of which, the only reason Martin Gaines hasn't been Weinstein, right? Going to jail for extorting women for sex is because he was a Fed bitch for 7 years. He works for them.
Homeland Security.
Yep. So when I say all cops are bastards, really, most of my hate's directed toward the federal ones, but hey, every single one. And I think Myron Gaines is piggy number 1.
I doubt somebody
how the
quit.
pigs like women that look like pigs. Ain't that kind of funny?
Right, and I doubt how somebody quits or lose their job around the same year that the podcast. It doesn't make any sense. I personally believe that he's still hired in some way. I don't know, man. I can't see that out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm gonna quit my Homeland Security job. No, that's definitely not how it works. I really believe that he has some type of affiliation with them. Because
Maybe we
there's
should
no
just
way.
maybe for the next Underconic channel, I'll just put my address as his address, and then Susan will like send the thought police over to his place. They're gonna shoot out.
Oh,
But hey,
why do you have to send them to the death?
We're looking for the green skin, and I'm just like, what? Anyhow, but I gotta get out of here, guys. But
wait, Carl, before you leave,
up.
man, hey, sometime today,
Sorry,
do
Rishi.
you wanna hop on the video game?
Dude, if I'm back tonight and I'm not dead, yeah, I might have time. We just gotta pick one, honestly.
Yeah, we got 3 people right here, so if you can get like one more or whatever, that'd be perfect. If you know which game I'm talking about.
No, I'm saying we could play. We could play Halo. We could play Gunfire. We can play. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, Ribby's got a gaming PC. I literally, I fucking roasted him for like half a year to get a gaming PC. We still haven't gamed yet. Poor frog. Poor frog.
That's the main reason why I got a gaming PC in the first place. It's because for the Warband.
Yes. Okay. Well, y'all have a good stream, and I'll talk to you later tonight.
All right, man. Peace out.
Peace out.
Nick Ryan, what a good guy. Do you have any final thoughts?
I think we covered everything. Like, I think everyone knows our stance, and we've talked to at least enough guys to disagree to kind of have it change a little bit. But I think it was, is this going to be the last Blackpill stream for the channel? At least until we can get like an actual guest for.
Yeah, I want
content on.
TFM. I want, what's his name? The waffle dude, the Wheat Waffles. I want anybody that's very inclusive with the Blackpill to come on and actually give me a good perspective in the Blackpill, because at this moment, I don't think I've been completely convinced. I've been convinced when it comes to the men that literally has been dealt a bad hand since birth when it comes to genetics. Okay, I understand, but everybody else, no. You're using Blackpill as a crutch to give up. But to end the stream, I'm going to say it right now. It's okay to fall down, but it is the ultimate offense. It is unacceptable when a man stays down. Ain't that right, Rishi?
Very true.
But I'm going to head out right now, guys. Thank you very much. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the new outro, because I've been copyrighted a few times. Some bullshit, because the music that I got was not copyrighted. But, fuck that, right? YouTube, they roll with their own rules.
It's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you get hit, and get back up.
That's how winning is done.
That's how winning's done. We had to win.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining the live stream. Hopefully, you got your daily dose of red/black pills. I'm pretty sure. And peace
cheers.
out. And cheers. Yeah, cheers.
Puniti.
Puniti.